God created Garrett and Steve, and God saw that it was good.
Lollipop.
Ooh, pop, pop, pop.
Welcome to the Garrett and Job show. Hello, Job. How's it going?
I'm just jobing. I'm actually pretty jobless at the moment.
That's true.
I was hoping you had a job offering for me, but
No, sorry, not yet.
no jobs.
But you had a great weekend, huh? Or do you not want to talk about it?
Oh
'Cause
no,
we
I'd
talked
love
about
to
it
talk
already.
about
Okay.
how much fun my fucking shitty fucking time was. Who's Job?
Job was the guy in the Bible who God like killed all his kids and his wife and was like,
Jeez.
no, keep having faith in me. And he's like, why? And he's like, watch, I'll blow up your house now, but keep having faith in me. And Job's like, why? And I don't know the moral of the story or the ending of it.
The moral of the story was Job is a sucker, and he should have bought a gun and pointed it at the fucking sky,
or pointed it in his mouth.
well, through his mouth to the sky. The 2-for-1 deal. Yeah, it feels like that as of late, but everybody's got problems.
I guess so.
Who am I to complain about just the repeated kicks to the fucking balls by everything around me?
You've had 2 major car problems since we got fired.
So the first, and they've both been the same, by the way. So the first time, God, I just want to fucking blow a car up after all this shit. But the first time was the day we got fired. My wife was picking up Charlie Boy from the babysitter on Juneteenth. My car ain't even working. Nobody working on Juneteenth. Freedom Day. God. But she goes to pick up Charlie, parks the car, gets him, loads him into the car, gets him all the shit in the car, ready to leave. And
this is in front of your house?
In front of father-in-law's house.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there. I was literally getting fired while this happened. She goes, puts the car in reverse. It completely stalls out and just like the gear won't go into reverse. And the power eventually just goes out in the car. And to the point where she can't even restart it after turning it off.
She thought it was a transmission problem.
Transmission, alternator, maybe just a shitty battery. We get it taken to a mechanic. They say, they were able to come, pick up the car, turn it on, drive it all the way there, and they were like, "There's no problem with this car." And we're like, "Oh, okay, we're just retarded." And we don't know that.
Did you forget to put the brake down when you turn the key?
I wasn't there, and there's anything you can blame or attribute it to if it didn't exactly happen again and strand us. But anyway, yeah. So the mechanic tells us the car's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. We're just fucking stupid and gay. They put it. I don't even think they put a new battery in it. Whatever. Saturday, we're at a beach house about 1.5, 2 hours away from here.
Nice.
It's been a nice, relaxing day at the beach. Charlie hates it.
Oh yeah,
hates it.
Did you bring him in the ocean?
Tried to put him on the sand. He literally would pick his feet up and try to hover over the sand and go like, and we were just like, oh, this is great.
Could it been like too hot? Or
yeah, sure.
All right.
It's a shitty hot day.
Maybe that's why. Maybe
I understand. I didn't fault him. I'm not. The beach can be a pain in the balls.
Yeah.
So we're at our, my father-in-law's beach house, and after spending the entire day there, from noon to like almost 9 o'clock at night, I'm like, I'm ready to fucking go home. I cannot wait to take this
God.
hour
the
and a half.
Ocean takes a toll on you just being at it. Yeah. Like whenever you go to the beach, or at least me, by like 7 o'clock that night, I'm passing out or whatever. I don't know. Even if don't go in the water, I don't know what it is.
Especially, I had a couple beers, so not enough to get drunk, but enough to make me fucking tired and like I want to lay down. So I'm like, hey, whoop. By the way, That was the board reminding us to talk about it.
Woo!
Because there are a couple new board members. And by a couple, I mean a bunch.
Nice. Thank you, everyone.
Some big names.
Some big greasers.
Some big greasy ball grease names have signed up for this. I cannot wait to read those in just a little bit. First, let me whinge about all of my woes and why my life is so terrible. And how was your weekend?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, would you rather have my weekend where I went to 2 art museums with my wife and her 80-year-old friend?
I might take what happened to me.
Yeah.
I might.
We went to the New Egg Gallery. Do you know this museum?
New Egg? New Egg?
It's like Nueue or something like that.
New Egg.
Yeah. And it's like
a couple gals at the gallery?
A couple gals, 3 gals at the gallery. It was like a Raj. Who's the rich family? God, Rockefeller. Yeah, Rockefeller house.
Rockefeller, is that what you're trying to say?
I was thinking Vanderbilt, but it wasn't. Yeah, Rockefeller family, like some big house they owned on 88th Street, on right next to the park. And when they died, they turned it into this museum. And it's
when I die, they're going to turn this into a museum. There's the spice rack.
To leave everything here. No art.
No art. It's just going to be like, oh, look, a calendar, this weird sign, bottle of Galliano.
Yeah, the calendar will be frozen in time. They'll know the last day you were in here to update it.
Or the last day I remembered to update it. And then however many days passed after that until I croaked.
So yeah, it's like this 3-story house, huge rooms, and it's an art museum. It's lame.
No, it's awesome.
There was some special of this artist, Baker, I forget her full name, but she was like a German artist. And there's like 4 rooms of her work. And you walk in the first room and it's like her first drawings. And they're like pencil drawings of a full body. And it looks really good. And then the next 3 rooms were like when she learned how to do art. And it's just like self-portraits of herself, like looking all stupid, not even like Picasso stupid, like weird because it's weird, just like bad paintings, and it's like, what happened to this person? And it's just like her breastfeeding her child naked, her holding a plate up, and it's just like self-portrait holding a plate, and she's just like sitting there like this. It was the worst thing. And you couldn't take pictures of anything because there had to be 60 people working in this 3-story museum that wasn't, each floor was about as big as this square foot wise, but it was roomier, and so it was just lame. I don't know. And then we walked up a few blocks to the Guggenheim Museum.
What were the 60 people that worked in there doing?
There were 2 guards in every room making sure you don't take pictures, and all of them were just like lean in on stuff or kind of shuffling because you're just standing there all day. One guard was just like walking diagonally across the room just to keep busy.
Surrounded by shitty art.
There was a guy opening the door in the beginning. Then there was 2 security people checking bags and blah, blah, blah. Then there's the gift house or gift room. What's it called? Gift shop. All those people, and there's some restaurant in there that people line up for. It was just like the epitome of decadence. Like you have these shitty paintings, you're paying all these people to work here, and people are paying $30-$40 to get in, thinking that they're cool. I don't know.
Did you go up to each employee and just point at a shitty piece of art and go, how much is that one worth? How much? What about that one? How much you got to pay to get that one?
Yeah, I can't imagine they would be that expensive because it was just paintings of herself. It was dumb.
Her shitty self.
Yeah.
I you know what? I prefer having my car break down at the beach in the middle of the night.
At least you had some excitement.
Excitement's not what I I haven't felt this stressed about something so stupid in such a fucking long time. But, you know, it all adds up to the pile of shit. The no income, plus no, you know, don't know what I'm going to do for a job. Plus, now I have no car. So basically, what had happened was, finally it's time to go around 9 p.m. and I'm tired. The baby's starting to fall asleep, and it's like time to get in the car and go home. I'm just gonna load up. There's a couple of beach bags, beach chairs, a bunch of shit that had to go in the car. And I was wearing my flip flops, and I wanted to change into my shoes because I don't like driving in flip flops. It feels weird, and I feel I'm just like bending the flop, and yeah,
or like gets caught in the pedals.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
I always feel like something shitty's gonna happen if I'm like basically barefoot driving. Like, and I brought sneakers, so I'm like, let me just throw those on.
Barefoot driving stinks too.
It feels weird. I don't like it. It feels like I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
So I put all this shit in the trunk. I sit in the back seat and put my shoes on, and I remember because this is something that happened when they like rebooted the car and restarted everything a month ago when it was at the mechanic. The car has started auto locking itself. It never used to do that ever.
Like when you hit the button?
No. Like if I unlock all the doors and then open a door and shut it, it'll just auto lock it. It'll just
all the doors?
Yes. So I'm changing my shoes in the back seat with, you know, my bathing suit on and my keys, wallet, and everything's in my pockets. Put my shoes on. I get up. I go back in the house. For some reason, even though I wasn't finished loading the car, I shut the door and I shut the trunk. Went inside, grabbed a couple bags, and walked back out to the car. And I'm like, all right, time to put these in the trunk. Why'd I shut the trunk? That was a silly decision. Why is the door locked? Where are the keys? Uh-oh. I must have dropped them walking back into the house. That must be it.
Get your cell phone out?
Yeah, just take out my phone, put on the flashlight, and I'm following the path back into the house where the bags were. Far. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, if they landed over here, I would have heard them clank off the floor. It's weird I haven't found them yet. They can't be in the car because I didn't put them down in the car.
Yeah, how would they be in the car?
I had them in my pocket. So they must be on the floor. Let me just check the car. Because there's no way they're in the back seat where I was just sitting. It can't be. So let me just double check though, because that would be so crazy. I point the flashlight into the back seat, and the keys shine back, and it hits me like a fucking slap in the face. And now I'm yanking on the doorknob, going, "Fuck, fuck, fuck! Are you?" And I'm like, I literally started like punching the glass just to see, like, all right, how hard would I have to hit this to get this open? I just little few tests. I'm yanking on the trunk, trying to pry it open, and I'm just like, fuck me in the ass. I can't believe I don't know if I've ever done this before. I've never locked my keys in the car and like not been able to get this. I've never done this. This is a new one.
Yeah. And it's just because it auto locked after you closed the door?
Yeah. But the keys must have fallen out of my pocket when I was changing my shoes. Thank God I have my driving shoes on. Thank goodness. The day's saved.
Oh.
So I have to walk back in the house like a fucking dumb asshole, which, believe it or not, I felt pretty stupid.
Huh.
And I just go to my wife with I must have had the most panicked look on my face because I walk in and I'm just like, eyes popping out of my head, and she is smiling, holding the baby, and just like, what happened? And I was like, we got a fucking problem. I just locked the fucking keys in the car. And she went, okay. She literally made a face, spun around, and then came back to me with, okay, it's okay, it happens. You're sure you can't get in? And I was like, I am pretty fucking positive that unless I break this car open, it ain't opening.
Now, did you think about the duct tape trick I've seen?
No.
Where people like put a ton of duct tape on the window and get like a handle on it and then pull it down.
I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely would have tried
like one of these like YouTube, not Twitter videos I used to see back probably a year ago. It looked You had to put so much duct tape on there, and probably an old car.
Yeah, I'm whatever. If I had done that, it would have just prolonged the inevitable, and then the car would have just been covered in duct tape. When the Papa Lock guy came, I probably would have had to fucking undo the duct tape. So anywho, after multiple attempts and then just like backing off, I jammed my hands in the trunk, like right under it. And I was like, I bet you if I put all of my body into this, I could just rip this fucking trunk open.
What would that do, though?
I could take all the stuff out, and I think I would be able to put the seat down.
Oh,
and then
yeah, okay.
With the seat down, I can grab the keys, turn off the alarm that I definitely just set off, and get the car back into my possession, and not just sitting in a beach house driveway. So yeah, I go inside. I tell her I'm the biggest fuck up in the world, and I immediately run back outside because I don't even want her whole family's there. And I'm like, I don't even want to see them receive this information that their dipshit in-law had just fucking locked the keys in the car and everyone's leaving and like going home and now they're not.
Now, do you have a extra set here at home?
Yeah. Not even at home, at my father-in-law's house. So
wait, you have an extra set of keys at your father-in-law's house to your car? Oh, here.
Yeah. He lives in Staten Island, but they rented a house for like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, not in Jersey, on the Jersey Shore, but here in Staten Island. There was a set of spare keys.
So did you think of, we'll borrow your car, stop by your house the next day and pick up our keys?
No, because I would have had to go alone because the car seat for the baby was locked in the car.
I mean,
luckily I didn't get his crib packed away into the car because that would have been a fucking. At that point I would have ripped the trunk open and been like, if nothing else, I'm getting this crib thing out of here, and this fucking car can kill itself with the alarm going off all night.
Did you Google, which sounds dumb, but like how to get into a car without keys?
Yes. And it gave me the number and address of Papa Lock and all these locksmith companies, and I was like, I guess that's how you do it. All I pictured was me breaking the card. So anyway, after I walk back outside, then there's now a parade of my brother-in-law, father-in-law, and a couple other family just coming out like, oh, the keys are in the car. Yeah, we heard. Did you try this? And I'm just like, yeah, nah, definitely locked in. Definitely can't. And I was on the phone at that point with the locksmith, and they're like, well, before you call him, why don't we try to fiddle around with it? And I'm just like, no, it's already almost 10 o'clock. Like, I'm just paying whatever this guy needs me to pay him.
Yeah, because you're gonna get the keys and you get to go home.
Totally. And I'm like, I'll pay anything right now to just do that. So I call. The guy showed up within like 45 minutes. But the funny thing is, I went outside around 45 minutes because you call a number and it's a fucking Indian guy picks up and says, where are you? What is make and model of car? Okay, someone might call you in 10 minutes. And I'm like, well, someone needs to call me now because I need to know if I'm going to be able to go home tonight. Someone called me. I missed the call because I was trying to break the trunk open. But I gave them Caitlin's number and I was like, Caitlin, did your phone ring? And she's like, no, it didn't ring. Oh, it did. I missed a call. And she was like, I don't know who this is. And I was like, I know who it fucking is. That's the fucking Papa Lock.
Papa Lock. Oh, God. So how does that work?
I have to call a fucking Indian guy back because when I called the number back to call me, it sent me somewhere else that I didn't. I was like, God. I don't know what the fuck. So, and he's like, okay, well, this time you need to stay by the phone. And I was like, I'm holding my phone. Tell him to call me right fucking now. I'm going to be staring at my phone for this thing to ring. Please, for the love of God. Phone rings 2 minutes later, and guy, says he's on his way. And I'm like, all right, great. He shows up. It's this little Israeli guy named Halib or something. Halib.
All right.
It was so funny because he had long hair and a backwards hat, and he just looked like a surfer dude. But then he starts talking to me, and he kind of sounded like Luby. And he was so friendly and cheerful. It's like, yeah, oh, don't worry, this happens all the time. He's, I'm Israeli, but I come here to this country, and I locked myself out of my house once.
Oh, I've done that.
And he was like, I go outside to the car, realize I don't have my car keys, and then I go back to the house, realize I don't have my house keys. And the door is one of those, like in Israel, we don't have the bottom lock with you just twist your hand.
Yeah.
We don't have this.
It's just auto lock.
So I'm like, why is my door locked? I don't lock my door. So I had to call Locksmith, and then I got the job as one. And I'm just like, that's a great story. I want to fucking blow this guy. I'm like, that's such a great story. You're going to get that door right open, right? And I can go home like right now. This is the best. I'm going to hug you. I'll pay you whatever you want. He sticks this fucking bladder thing in between the door that fills up with air.
In between the door and where?
The front door and like just the opening. It was like this thin, it looked like a blood pressure monitor. He just shoves it in the door crack and like then just starts pumping it up. And it spreads the door open just enough that he can jam this stick in that then unlocks the door.
Huh.
And it sets off the alarm, and I fucking jump in the back seat. He grabs the keys and hands them to me because like he couldn't open the other doors. And he hands me the keys. I shut it off, and I'm like, thank you so much. Oh, here. And he's like, it's only, he says it's only $200 plus the $29 surcharge. And I looked it up, and like, if you got this done during normal hours, $100, maybe something like that, 135.
But after 5 p.m. or something?
After it's some point, after fuck you o'clock, go fuck yourself. It's over $200. Fine, I would have paid this guy.
I know that's the thing, like
everything I had, just so I can go the fuck home. I was dying to smoke a joint and eat some snacks and fucking just go to bed. I had it. Fuck me in the ass. I fucking can't believe how long this night was. So we fucking load the baby into the car. We get him in the car seat. We get all the shit in the trunk. I'm holding on to the keys with a death grip because even while I'm picking stuff up, I'm just like, these are not going anywhere but except inside the car. I eventually just turned the car on and let it run for like 5 minutes. And we get in.
Wait, you left the keys in the car and got out again and let it run?
I opened the windows and I left the door open. Didn't shut the door. I literally made this thing unlockable. Fucking no matter. I was considering like just opening the sunroof, like opening fucking everything so that there's no motherfucking way this could happen again. After we load everything into the fucking car, and we literally
home sweet home.
Me and Caitlin start already chatting before it was just like, oh, that was fucking. But at least we're going home, and we're both so relieved. This fucking miserable. Like we were having a nice time before that, but it was time to go home.
Yeah.
And when you get told by your car, no, it ain't, and it's because you're a fucking idiot who drops the keys in the. I can't explain to you the knot in my stomach when I saw those keys in that fucking window. I thought I was gonna. I was just like. I haven't panicked like this in a while. I haven't felt like this since I got fired. The last time I've had this feeling. Fuck.
Yeah, and the possibilities that must run through your head of like, how can I get my keys out? Can I take off the back tail light and get into the trunk from there or something like that?
I was literally just yanking on which all I would have done is broke a handle off. Would not have opened the door, but I'm just, come on! And just, completely emasculated, feel like a fucking douchebag in front of the older men in the family. And just, but finally it was over. I'm like, all right, now I'm actually looking forward to this drive. Before I was like, this hour and a half is going to be a pain in the balls. But now that I get to do it,
gonna fly by.
I'm like, this is going to be a fucking piece of cake. This is the most relaxed drive home I've ever fucking taken. So I put the car in reverse and the battery light comes on and I'm just like, that's weird. And Caitlin goes, wait a minute, has that been on the whole time? And I'm like, I don't know. I just noticed it. She's like, this is what happened the last time to me when the car stalled out and I couldn't get it to work. And I was like, well, that's probably not what's happening this time. Because why would I was like, I just had the car running for 5 minutes and it was totally fine.
Yeah, it's probably just a loose cable or something. Yeah.
Probably something to do with him fucking yanking the door open and the alarm going off. It's probably everything's all out of whack. Don't worry about it. You're being a worry wart. Now it's time to go home. She's like, no, seriously, this is exactly what happened. Because when I put it in reverse, it made a very weird noise and like didn't sound like the gear was clicking in. And I was just like, that's weird too. But hey, the car was moving. It took a lot of fucking gas to get it to go a little bit, But I'm like, that's fine. It's moving. It's moving. And all we got to do is back out of the spot, and then we're going forward. And I'm sure it'll go forward just fine. She's like, no, don't move. She's like, because we're in this little beach neighborhood thing that's literally sand. It's not even roads. It's like a little sand neighborhood full of sand ends. And she's like, go back out of the spot. Like, she's like, the car's about to die. This is exactly what happened to me. I'm like, car's not going to fucking die. I'm backing out of the spot. And we're going the fuck home.
Stop being a worrywart.
Stop. Yeah, you don't even know what you're talking about. What are you, a mechanic now? Even though step by step this has already happened. And when you know it was happening again, because I back the car out of the spot, I start going forward, and the lights literally start flickering like we're in a fucking
headlights?
Yes, all the lights, the dashboard, the headlights, fucking everything. And again, I'm jamming the gas, but the car is going about 5 miles an hour. But I'm pretending like, no, I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure we can go before I, start giving it some gas. Meanwhile, I'm giving it fucking gas, and this goddamn thing isn't going anywhere. And I'm just like, I'm just thinking, like, if I can just get this thing going, the battery will charge up or something, and we'll be fine.
I'll just 20 miles per hour at home all the way from here.
I'll fucking push it. After all the tea bullshit. We need this car. We're going home, God damn it.
What time is this about?
Almost 11 o'clock.
So you lost the keys at 9?
Yeah. Well, no, 9 was when we started thinking like, all right, we might start going. I'd say the car was loaded up and the keys were jammed in it around 9:30, 9:45. I can probably give you exact times because I have the phone call log from Saturday where I call. Oh, yeah, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Let's see. 9:23 p.m. was the incoming call. So that means at 9:23, that's when they called me to.
And then you called them back a few minutes later.
Yes. So that means around 9. Yeah. So 9:30 is when, and he showed up around 10:15.
Okay.
So then we take our time getting the baby in the car because it's like all that bullshit's over with. So it was around 10:30, 11ish when we finally are loaded up and ready to go home.
Right. You're still home before midnight.
Totally.
Yeah.
Around midnight. I can come home, walk the dog. The dog needed to be
walked.
Dog
wasn't here? The dog was here? Oh, no.
We walked her before we left, and we're like, we'll just rush home and so we can get home to her and walk her.
Oh, no.
Poor fucking Edie girl.
Oh, no.
Because
no.
We did not come home. The fucking car stalls out in the goddamn sand. And I'm just like, this isn't happening. Like, this is a fucking absolute nightmare. On top of the fact, now all of a sudden, there's this house full of like 15 little kids that are all now running around us. It's like some fucked up dystopian movie where I feel like, are these little kids gonna kill us now? Like, because everything's pitch black around us. Like, what are they doing out? What is this? So her dad comes out. We have jumper cables in the fucking trunk.
Oh, he was watching this the whole time?
No, we had to call him. He was about to go down to another shore house with another family because, he's there on vacation. And instead of being able to do that and go drink with his family or whatever, he had to come get his jumper cables in his truck.
Help his jobless son-in-law push his car back into his driveway. Oh, my God. Poor man.
That poor man. Imagine being the jobless son-in-law who's fully self-aware of this situation and I just want to bury my head in the sand that's around us. I want to go, hold on, honey, I'll be right back. Get out of the car and just sprint the fuck away. And just go somewhere else. Go to a Wawa and just be like, yeah, I'm eating a sandwich. I couldn't handle all that car stuff and looking like a complete worthless piece of shit to your family. So I had to leave.
And it's just
I had to go pound sand.
But no, it's not my fault. The car just locked suddenly. And none of this is really technically your fault. But to everyone else's eyes, it looks like it is.
You don't understand the feeling of, I remember the sound of all the doors locking automatically and me going, that was weird. Well, I got the keys in my pocket, so it's not a big deal. Ka-chunk, clunk. Let me go get those bags. Do. And just remember that exact moment when that happened. And I thought of it. And I'm like, oh, that was weird. Those doors locked. that would suck if I had the keys. Like I thought the whole thing out. Didn't think to pat myself on the pocket and make sure I had the keys. I was just like, I know they're in my pocket, and there's no way they would have fallen out or something stupid. Was this a movie?
What were you wearing like weird bathing suit or like gym shorts with loose pockets? You know what I'm saying?
And I think about it, I was not wearing my bathing suit. I had already changed back into these basketball shorts. So just a plain pair of fucking black basketball shorts.
And they slipped out of there?
Pockets. Wow. Yeah. Honestly, things don't usually slip out of there. Like occasionally, but if I'm like laying down. So I guess something in the motion of me putting on my shoes was enough of an angle for the keys to fucking fall out and turn my night into an absolute fucking scene from hell.
Oh my God. So how'd you get the car back to his house?
Well, we jumped it.
And it worked?
It worked, but it would get the car on. And then again, when you put the same thing just kept happening. It would work for 2 seconds. And then the car, if you put it in reverse, it would absolutely just fucking go vroom. Nothing would happen. And the lights would flicker and it would turn off. If you went forward, it would go, but you could tell you were on borrowed time because the lights kept dimming. And the longer you were driving, like you couldn't fucking hit the gas and have the thing like take off. You like hit the gas and you can maybe get it up to like 10, 20 miles an hour. So whatever the fuck was wrong with it, it happened again.
How long did it take you to get back to the house?
That took 20 minutes, a half hour, because we kept the first couple times we jumped it, we weren't trying to just put it back in the spot. We were seeing if maybe the car just needs to jump.
Yeah.
And like we can actually get this thing up and running.
Oh, so you just like sat there trying to charge the battery for a while?
Charged it for a little bit, turned it on, drove it, and then it just turned off. So then, yeah, we just eventually jump it again, take it around the block, and get it into the spot. And it was time to go back in the house and just go to sleep because we're going to now deal with this in the morning.
Ooh. Now, Caitlin wasn't worried about, I'm sure she was worried, but she wasn't adamant that Edie had to go out.
She wasn't. I was.
Oh.
So I burdened my poor brother.
Oh, okay. He has keys to your place. Oh, yes. All right.
I called my brother and I said, please go to my fucking house and walk the dog. This poor girl's got to take a shit.
Yeah.
It's been, where it's already late. Like it was already like 10 something at that point when I called him. And he wasn't even getting there till after 11. And I was like, please, for the love of God. And he was like, yeah, sure, of course. And he was more than happy to help. But I was just like,
oh, thank God.
Yeah, okay. He's the best. He was like, oh, of course. Yeah. I was like, I know this is a pain in the ass. He's like, yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. When someone's so screwed, it's like, whatever, I don't care. I'll just help you out.
Yeah. You put yourself in like, well, my car works. All I have to do is drive to his house, walk the dog, and go home. I'd rather be able to do that than be stranded somewhere and not know how the fuck you're even getting home.
Oh my God.
Hour and a half away. I'm like, God, at least we didn't like drive down to like Gino's wedding or something and get stranded 13 hours away.
Shit, yeah. So did you have like enough diapers and things like that? Oh, okay. Wow.
We usually will pack. We pack the whole thing of formula. Is like we pack enough just in case. God forbid some fat fucking retard locks the keys in the car and then we get stuck in our fucking beach house all night. Which, whoa, poor you. You got stuck in a beach house. Granted. Awesome. But it's not like the next day we went to the beach or anything. We fucking went to bed and the next day was how the fuck do we do? Like we had to drive home and we ended up working it out where we're just going to get the car towed by someone who is going to help us out because we know someone. But we were thinking of getting a battery, going back, putting it in, starting the car up with the new battery, and it's just like, for what? We need a new car.
Yeah.
This car, I already dumped $2,500 into it a few months ago, and now it like needs more repairs. Like this thing's toast. I don't fucking care about it. I just want a new something new, which is perfect because I have no job.
Nice.
So I can pay for a new car with the money I get begging on the streets in New York City.
Or begging on the internet.
Guys, can I have money for a car? I need car money, please. Let's get the goal. We have a new goal of $35,000 because I don't want a shitty.
You can ride it. Woo, woo.
Hype train. Steve needs a new car and he doesn't want a cheap car. He wants a $35,000 something with leather seats and heated and cooled.
What do cars cost? I'm totally clueless.
Well, I talked to a car dealer who I'm still friends with from the place I used to work at, and apparently they're $1 million just to lease a car. It's in like the cheapest one he had was like $400 a month.
Holy shit!
And I'm like, if I have to, I have more money coming in, sure,
Yeah.
I'll pay that. But let me see if I can find something somewhere else before I go ahead and do that. But I need a car because I need it for the kid.
Yeah, you're like parents don't have friends that like want to get rid of a car or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Nothing. Oh God.
Nobody I know of.
Yeah, like what's like the cheapest brand new car you can buy now? Is it like a Kia, Hyundai?
Yeah, I was looking at a Hyundai, and Kia is probably even cheaper. But there was like a $19,000 brand new Fashmobile. I like the gayest looking car in the world. But there's no choice in that matter anymore. Now it's just like whatever the fuck I get my hands on.
Yeah.
This fucking picture.
What's wrong with it? It's too close.
Too close, man.
I think we're sitting further apart because the table is.
Yeah, I don't like being so far away from you.
Yeah.
I want to be able to touch hands and touch feet under the table so that nobody can see. But anyway, that's enough of my fucking crying and whinging about nothing that's too even that bad.
No, that's pretty bad.
Another thing that's bothering me is glare.
Well, I kind of like it. The Vinny Cash one is lit up. Right? Is that the oh, that's not the I thought it was the Vinny Cash one. No, it's just the glare.
But yeah, cheers.
Cheers to new cars.
Does Opie need a producer yet?
Chin Dong.
To the good guys.
Yeah, when does Opie go back to Get Parts? Because I want to definitely crash him one time.
Yeah, I want to crash into him with my car.
Ooh, that's a rough weekend. And then what? Your father-in-law had to drive you home.
Yep.
And then drive all the way back.
Yep.
Waste time during his vacation rental.
He couldn't be happier to do it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think for a second like he was
I'm sure he just feels bad for you. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But there's no fucking way you have to deal with all this shit and not just be like, oh, pains in my ass. Fucking get out of my house already. Jesus Christ, I gotta drive these fucking idiots home now.
Then you gotta put like the car seat in his car.
Yep. I mean, I did it, and
yeah.
It's not like I made him do it. Like, hey, I don't know how to do this either. I locked the car seat in your car.
That'd be so funny. Caitlin, tell him to do it.
It's his car. He's got a car he can do stuff with, and why am I even touching it?
I don't want to lock the keys in there.
Or how even funnier is if I go to put the car seat in the car, I take his keys. And then after I put the car seat in the car, I go, oh, I did it again. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck.
But he probably has a nice car, right? Where you could just like call up and they can pop it for you. Is that a thing now?
Probably everything. Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You could probably do that now, but this truck's nice, but I don't think it's that fancy. I think if I locked his keys in his car, it would have been a really funny day. Would have had to call Papa Lock again. They would have had to pop the lock. Then we go to start his car. For some reason, now it's not working.
But I just imagine the Papa Lock guy pulling up and being like, did I do this car?
You'll do this again? Wait, for that? You should.
Is this a joke?
Stop doing keys. You should just leave your car running forever with the windows down.
Now, is it a problem? I'm so out of the car world. Like, do those automatic openers die all the time, or
not really?
Oh, okay.
No,
I didn't know if you had to worry about the battery life of that.
The key fob, you don't really have to worry about. It's when this car has a special feature where if you open a door and shut it, it's just like, you must want this lock now. I'm smart car. You're not in the car anymore. Locking.
Just helping you out, buddy.
Don't worry, no one's breaking into your car. They're not gonna steal your fucking sandy shoes.
God, I feel bad for you. That must have sucked.
I even locked my fucking weed in the trunk.
Oh God.
So even, which at that point I was so fucking stressed out. I was like, I don't even want fucking weed.
So you didn't smoke that night?
Hell no. I didn't even want to. I wanted to just go to bed.
Yeah.
I wanted to fucking
wake up tomorrow and get home.
I wanted this all to go away. And in Sleepland, none of this is happening.
Did Charlie get up at 5 a.m, so you got a bright and early start?
Yep.
To get home? All right. That's good at least.
Well, it was funny. He woke up, we fed him, and he immediately went back to sleep. So we just went back to sleep. And we're like, fuck it. It's not like we're in a rush to go wake up.
Yeah.
Grandpa. And tell him, all right, chop chop. Time to take us home.
How mad was Edie at you?
She's never mad. She's the best dog in the world. She was jumping for joy when we came home. Because every time we leave for any stretch of time like that, whether it be a day or fucking a week, she like most dogs, she thinks we died. So we come home, she's like, yes! Oh God, I thought I was never going to see you again. Every time your brother comes here, I think the worst.
So then, what time did you get home the next morning?
Noon.
Oh, okay.
Got home around noon.
I mean, that's still a long time for Edie to wait again.
Yeah. So we immediately took her out. She didn't poop in the house. She didn't poop, pee or anything like that.
Nice.
We just felt bad because poor girl. She didn't even eat her food because I guess when we're out of the house, she gets too stressed.
Yeah.
She won't fucking eat. Poor gal.
Well,
how did Nona like all the art?
My wife and Sari Sari seemed to like it more than my wife, but my wife was kind of agree with me, was like, the drawings were good, but then everything else was kind of garbage. And then we went to the Guggenheim. Do you know that museum?
I am aware of the name because it's got a silly name.
Do you know how it works?
How it works? Like it doesn't work like a museum where you just walk in, pay, look at shit, and leave.
It does do that, but it's a spiral.
Oh, I have seen that.
You go all the way around. It's like 6 or 7 floors. Yeah.
Never been there, but I've heard tell.
And since my wife works at the 9/11 museum, she gets free passes to any museum in the world, not in the United States. It's kind of nice, but
wow, she's the museum mafia.
Yeah, like she'll just call up a place. We're in Savannah. She'll call up the museum and be like, I have this pass. And we're like, oh, come right in, wherever it is. Yeah. So we get there, and my wife is like, no, the key is you go up to the top, take the elevator to the top, and then walk all the way down, and you kind of like fight all the traffic, and you kind of get your. So we get up to the top, and we start walking. I sent some pictures. I don't know how great they would be, but
these the pics.
Yeah,
I got them.
But we start walking to the top, and there's around the circle, on the outside of the circle, there's like cordoned off sections where the art would be on the walls, like 3 walls, and you keep section. So we start walking, and like the first section's blank. Then we walk, and the second section's blank, and then we walk, and then there's just like a marble bench with some etchings on it, kind of placed in the corner of one of these cordoned off rooms. And then we walk a little further, and it's a blank, and then another blank, and then some piece of paper that's been like ossified or turned into stone with some writing on it on the floor. And then we walk, and more blanks and more blanks. And it was the weird. So yeah, if I bring up that one, that's. So the kind of cool thing is they put LED lighting around the circles on the inside, and they had stupid sayings on it, like, I don't know if you could.
I say the word.
Yeah, like
something on my skin. I sleep beside I run from you. What the fuck?
And there was like 12 different colors and different sayings and stuff going around. But like you can see in between the LEDs, like there should be like art on the wall here, and there's nothing.
Oh wait, there's like a broken piece of something here.
There'd be like a broken tablet with some etchings on it.
Oh, whoops. God damn it.
And we don't know what's going on. I still haven't figured it out really. And
so was the whole museum was like this?
The whole museum, it was just
mostly empty space?
75% empty space with some things having like things on the floor or a marble. But like you see this corner here, like sometimes it'd be like a marble bench awkwardly put in the corner of one of the sections. It was so strange. And then we finally get down to the bottom, and there's like tons of these ossified papers. I'm just have no other way to. It's like metal, like they took a book and burned it, and somehow the papers got like turned into metal or something. And it was like piles of these papers on the floor, kind of by one of the walls. And then they kind of.
Why didn't you start walking around and just go, oh, look at this mess? Just start picking it up.
Because there's guards there going, don't step on it, don't step on it.
They had guards for the fake museum pieces of just shit on the floor. And this, by the way, this is rocks on the floor. This is not I'm so sick of art. It's a fucking Ponzi, not a Ponzi scheme. It's a money laundering.
Yeah.
It's fake. Oh, God damn it. But yeah,
that was like
that's a pile of rocks on the ground.
But it had words etched into it. I don't know what the words meant.
Homo, Gino's gay.
So we get to the bottom, and there's this big pile of ossified papers, and it trails up and goes up to the wall. And I look down, and all the papers in that one part was like I think someone made a book of Donald Trump's tweets, and it just had every one of his tweets in a book. And that's what this was. It was just a page with a Donald Trump tweet on it. And then all the pages on the ground had 3 or 4 Donald Trump tweets on it. And then one up to the wall, and there was like 2 or 3 sections that went across with Donald Trump tweets. And they weren't like, fuck Joe, wasn't like ones that you would remember or anything. Kofifi was up there.
Kofifi was up there.
Yeah. But all the other ones were just like replies to people or something like they weren't really stand out or like making a point about them. And then it just ended.
What about all the losers and the haters?
Nope, that's what I look for.
Is it losers and haters or losers in the something?
Haters and losers or something like the one Michael Malice loves.
Right.
I looked for that one because I wanted to take a picture of it, and I went through all the ones on the floor trying to find nothing, and then that was it. It was the most insane.
So wait, it was Trump tweets printed out on computer paper?
It wasn't. It was like they had the book of Trump tweets and lit it on fire.
Oh.
But then it wasn't paper though. It was like metal or something. I don't know how they made it. Like the paper looked like metal or something. So it was kind of like metal pieces on it. So then they have little side rooms.
Oh,
that they have.
Get some side.
So you get some good art.
So, all right, which one of these is good art?
This one, sure, is fine.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That's fancy art right there.
It's a bags of coal with just some black thing in it.
It's a coal world. That's what this art tells me.
Oh.
Yeah. It's coal outside, baby.
Oh. Yeah, I just don't. And it's like they give you kind of a description, but it's more just like, yeah, then he took bags of coal and put it around and like more describing how they made it instead of what it's actually meaning.
Yeah, what the fuck? You're just not an art appreciator, and neither am I, because what you have to do is look at this and go, oh, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
That's what they meant by this.
The energy used to burn this coal is making a blah, blah, blah.
Coal burners and squares. That's what this life is full of. If you ain't a square, you're probably a coal burner. That's the symbology.
So yeah, go.
And what's with the fucking neon lights in the corner? Also, I'm grabbing a beer. You want one?
Sure. The neon lights in the corner are part of another piece that I also took a picture of.
Big piece?
That I used to promote our show today. Just to little tease.
Oh, giving us a tease. So not this piece.
Nope.
This piece?
Nope.
No, it's got to be this piece.
That one. This is a motorcycle with bull horns attached to the handlebars, mounted at the top of the wall. And then the blue things that you saw in the other picture were neon numbers, like a trail going out of the bike, going around four corners of a wall. Like went behind the bike, made a right turn, and then another right turn around another corner. And it was like the numbers of the Fibonacci sequence.
Oh, of course, the Fibonacci sequence. That's the sequence of numbers that makes the squiggle.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it means. I don't know. It's supposed to be this mathematician shit.
It's supposed to be like everything in nature comes down to this pattern or something like that. And all it is the number is the total of the two numbers before it or something like that.
Oh.
I don't get it. And then
at Fibonacci, you can make a mean marinara.
But I mean, it's just
it looks
dumb.
like that bike got the Schultz. Did Bill Schultz? Did Bull Schultz make this art installation? Because it just looks like if you mess with the bull, you're gonna get the Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah, like it's like, okay, I get it, you did it, but why? What is it? It doesn't move me. It doesn't make me think of anything.
What does it mean? All of life is coming off the tires of this bull-horned Honda.
I mean, I'm sure you're right, and we don't get art.
No, we're you have to make up the reasons that that's a piece of art. You have to make them up. It's fucking bullshit. Someone just jammed shit they had in their garage together.
Yes.
And then threw it on the fucking wall.
And said, I'm an artist. That's what it seems like to me. There was one, I didn't take a picture of it. It was, they took their old t-shirts and like combined them and spun them around and made like a big ball of t-shirts with a long string of the spun around thing going from the ceiling to the floor. And it was just like tied there in a big ball of fabric and t-shirts kind of hanging out. And that was art.
Yeah, it is art. Clothes or not, but the knots with a K.
Oh, wow. You're good at this.
You take me to an art museum. I'll tell you what everything means.
Maybe we should go.
Ride the Honda, get the bull. I love that it's a Honda bike, by the way, because that's the car that my Honda Accord this weekend is the one that passed away. I want to rip that bike off the wall and fuck it.
Is there any more? Did I send any more?
You sure did. Let's see. There was one more, at least. Yes.
That one is I'm sad the picture didn't come out as perfectly as I wanted, but that is just a table setting with a plate, and the plate plays a video of the artist colonoscopy and endoscopy.
Oh god.
So you can see the path from her ass to her mouth.
Oh, it's a her.
I think so.
This is kind of hot. Those first few inches of path are totally where your dick would go. You fucking give her some BFing.
So yeah, because of frame rates or whatever, like I couldn't. It just kept flickering on my camera. But that was a video that you would see of anyone's colonoscopy going along.
Dude. I can do art if this is all it takes.
Right?
I've gotten an endoscopy. I'm gross. I can figure out a way to put a video screen in something weird.
Do you have a video of your endoscopy?
No, but can you request that from your doctor?
Probably, right? Because
they save it?
I've seen people's colonoscopies, right?
Yeah, but that's just because you had a roommate who had all kinds of weird fucking porn on his laptop or whatever.
He was holding open their assholes and going, look.
Look, told you he's only 15. This is fresh ass. Ain't been touched.
So yeah, that was another dumb one. And in that same room, someone put like a picture of Mount Fuji that looked like a kind of cool picture, small picture. But then in front of it was this Afghan rug he weaved that was the same colors in the picture, but there were little bumps underneath the rug.
Oh, little bumps in the rug. That could symbolize so many things.
And then, of course, there's a guard there making sure you don't stand on the rug.
Don't stomp on the bumps.
So, and any more?
I think that might have been the last one you sent.
Yeah,
unless I didn't check.
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, there was only four.
Yeah. So, yeah, and
So
then we went out to a Japanese barbecue.
Japanese
I
barbecue.
feel like they're just ripping off the Koreans because we went and they had the flame in the middle of the table, but the Koreans cook for you. The Japanese are like, here you go.
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
We know right cooking for you. We are not your slave.
But
You are cooking for yourself.
we ordered the meal for 4.
Just the two of you?
And the friend.
Oh,
And
right.
but she's 80 years old, so she's not gonna eat that much.
She's not gonna pound Japanese BBQ. Wasn't it her idea to go?
It was her neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, she's a down ass bitch.
No, totally. She like plowed through her food, but I knew she wasn't gonna eat, a ton of it. And
That's
I
what you
got to
needed
eat
footage
everything.
of. I want footage of an 80-year-old woman plowing through her food. Oh, you're gonna eat that? I love bok choy. No, wait, it's Japanese.
Yeah,
Choy bok.
it was all,
Yeah, what's the difference?
there wasn't as many like little appetizers beforehand. None of that, whatever that's called. We got like
Was
miso soup. We
Your
got
beef setup was the same though?
Yeah, we got 3 rounds of beef. It was kind of nice. It was like steak, pork thing, and then a chicken thing, and then ribeye, and blah blah blah. Yeah, it was good.
So this 80-year-old woman plowed through ribeye, steak.
Yeah, like I ate the lion's share of everything, but she didn't like stop. She kept going and just had like little less portions than
She's
me.
probably pissed off with everything you ate. She's like, I'm still hungry. That fat fuck Garrett ate all the food.
And we got dessert, and it's s'mores, and they give you a marshmallow on a stick, and you cook it right over the fire in the barbecue grill, and 2 graham crackers with a piece of chocolate on it. You get the marshmallow all hot, and they squeeze it in there. Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, we don't get any dessert when we go to Korean barbecue, unless the mango bombs.
No, the mango bombs count as dessert because it's a fishbowl full of
Of
beer
sugar.
and mango slushy. So it's definitely, you can consider that dessert. Yeah, how come we never do get dessert at Korean barbecue?
Yeah.
That cheapskate Gino doesn't want to
I
shell
know.
out money for dessert because he's such a cheap ass. Excuse me.
Nice.
Should have turned down the pitch. All right. Well, that was an hour without any super chats. And I apologize if you were fixing for us to read some of them. We'll do a little bit of that now. And then then I'd like to get to our new board entrance. And then we can watch some more videos. Are there any updates on I saw Chrissy, who we're going to be seeing very soon.
Mm-hmm.
She put out a statement about not joining Censored.
Yeah.
Gino is still not over there. And
he's not going over there. It's
yeah,
not like he's waiting. Yeah.
still got his fingers crossed. He's trying to get Berg back, and the 2 of them are going to go over to Censored.
Did 21 Gun go over there? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't think
they
so.
were offered, but I don't know if they accepted. Just like Gino and Chrissy.
I don't know. I didn't hear about them.
Yeah, so
yeah, no updates on. Well,
we'll find out from Chrissy later this week.
I saw someone posted video, like multiple people, I think, posted videos of us watching that Anthony clip.
Oh yeah,
from last week. I just think it's funny because we didn't say anything bad.
No,
so it's like, but you read the headline and you think, oh, they must have been like, fuck you, Anthony, you fucking. Not because the headline said anything particularly scathing. It just said Garrett and Steve react to Anthony talking about whatever. But you automatically assume like, oh, they must have been talking some shit. But we did. I can't remember any shit we talked. Can you?
I can't think of one thing.
When you said he was a crater-faced pedophile, that was off the air. You didn't say that on the air, did you? I couldn't believe you said it because I'm like, Jesus Christ! I know we you know, we're not, just because we're not working with the guy doesn't mean you have to fucking take cheap shots like that.
Well, he's got to take his medicine. You know, I can finally say what I want to say because I'm not under his thumb anymore.
Yeah. You've been, I know, I've been in the booth with you. You're always holding back.
Yeah.
You're always like, oh, one of these days I'm gonna fucking
shut the fuck up, Pocky.
Enough about the Plaques. You know what I hate more than them? He's hearing about them every day. No, we're obviously kidding. I want to have Anthony on soon, maybe even sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Before it gets, because I want to make sure, you know, there's no weirdness. So when he comes up in August, we can go out for that steak dinner. August is right around the corner now.
Oh my God, that's true.
And I soon will not be able to pay for my own steak dinners. So I kind of need him to come up here and feed me. I miss that Kumia welfare, those Kumia food stamps, the Coom stamps I was eating and feeding my family on.
You gotta
feeding my family with Coom stamps, and fucking wells run dry, and now we're all eating fucking Hot Pockets and pizza rolls. Gotta feed my son peanuts.
Oh, God, I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
More derogatory chatter towards Anthony. I won't stand for it. The man gave us a place to work for a long time. I have nothing but appreciation for that. Gavin, on the other hand, whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
Fucking Scotch Jew homo. That's what I have to say about him. Speaking of Scotch Jew homos, Pulp80, super sticker. Thank you for that, Mr. Pulp. I think that was before the show even started. Or maybe it was like the second we did. Bob's Fly Baby. Hi, gays. Love you.
Love you, Bob.
Love you too, Bob. I just made you read a $1 super chat. You did. You got me pretty good. Hi, this is Dustin. How proud of his daughter's choice of husband is your father-in-law right now? Love you. I love you too. He's definitely, honestly, from how he spoke, he almost seemed happy to be there to help. He didn't seem annoyed or like, good. What the fuck? He almost seemed like he was happy. We spent more time together.
Almost like he's like Caitlin, who just sucks up and rolls with the punches and goes, "Okay, we'll move it on. We'll fix it."
Not even a second of like, "Oh, this sucks." It was all just happy to have us there. He was like, "Oh, I'm glad you guys are staying over. We wanted you to do that anyway."
All right.
Yeah, and it was like, "Oh, that's so nice." But you just can't. Retards allow themselves to be in situations like that and be like, "Oh, he really doesn't care. This is awesome. I could just fucking not give a shit about anything. And next time the car breaks down, I'll call him and tell him to come over with his fucking jumper cables. He's all about this." But in reality, you have to understand, this is the first time this has ever happened. So of course, he's a polite guy. He's gonna be the most polite guy in the world. If you make a habit of being a dipshit who can't fucking get the car running or fucking keep the keys in his pocket at the very least, motherfucker's not gonna want you around. He's gonna stop inviting you to the beach house. So as much as I 100% believe it wasn't a burden or a bother at all, the next one will be. Like, you get one.
Yeah.
You probably get a bunch. But I'm not testing because I know for a fact how I am. So if you got stuck in my house, the first time it happened, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
fucking sleep on the couch. I don't care. But by the third time it happened, I'm like, all right, Garrett, I think you're dumb. I think you got to figure this whole going home thing out, or else I'm gonna stop inviting you over. because now it's annoying.
But next time when you pull up in your Tesla Cybertruck to his house, and he's like, "You don't even have a job. How can you afford this?" He'll be all in.
Doesn't matter how I can afford it. It matters that the car can't lock the keys in it, and it definitely starts every time you turn it on. It'll go home. It's even got go home right now mode.
You go, "Oh, do you have a charging station here?" The battery ran out.
Shit. We're gonna have to get it. Do you know someone who can tow it all the way to New York again? Because he's the one who hooked us up with the tow guy.
He's towing it to New York?
No, he knows the guy that will do it for us for free.
Oh, and he'll just tow it to wherever you want to donate it or whatever?
No, he's gonna tow it to his house.
To your in-law's
house? Yeah. Which he could have had it towed here, but I don't know. He wants it towed because he knows the guy, so he's
not
just like,
his vacation house.
No.
All the way to
No, it's already
an hour and a half away.
Yeah, it's at the vacation house currently. It's sitting with the windows open at the beach. So it's gonna, because that was the other thing. We turned it on the next day and it worked. But it worked. We left it running and just to see after like 10 minutes would still be running. And wouldn't you know it, I walk out 10 minutes later and it's still running. I'm like, I think we're getting home, baby. 5 minutes after that, we go back out because it's time to leave and get the. He was gonna follow us to make sure we got there all right.
No.
I go out and I just hear no noise because no engine noise and nothing. I'm like, huh, must be on all electric mode. Turns out it died again.
Oh,
so that was the final nail in the coffin, and that's when we were like, all right, I think the car might just be done.
Yeah. What new car are you looking at?
Right, nothing.
Whatever.
It's the cheapest thing I can find.
Get, yeah.
And now this thing's gonna fucking die. Hold on.
Perfect. I'll read some super chats. So I gotta go to the eye doctor again. God, even my glasses on, it's getting hard.
Jinkies. I can't see without Garrett's glasses.
This is Dustin. Do we read this one? Oh yeah, yeah, we did read this one. Oops. Yeah, we touched hands. That was really weird.
That was really gay. I'm sorry that happened. I'll never do it again. I got it. Here. Justin.
What's up, Just?
Busted Just. My car battery died and the fob wouldn't open the locks, but would pop the truck. Had to crawl the back seat to get in. I wished.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do.
Just any way in.
I was really like, I think if I throw all my body weight up and just like literally as hard as I can, just yank on this trunk, I can fucking pop it open. I still kind of want to try just to see if I can do it. But
I would say no, right? Because it's just like a clasp that you can't break.
You can bend it out of shape. Bust.
Wow, maybe.
Bust adjust. I don't know. I was willing to try though. And
yeah, did they have like a crowbar or something?
No, because it's a vacation house. We didn't have any tools, didn't have anything out there.
Okay.
But I would have, I think just my brute strength.
Did you?
Because that's the one thing. He's like, sure, my son-in-law is a complete dipshit with no brain and no life prospects, and he's kind of good for nothing. But he's a big, strong guy. You know, he thinks that of me. I can tell.
That's nice.
He doesn't just think I'm some fatso idiot. I can tell he thinks I'm a big, strong fella.
Did you put any more consideration into breaking a window?
Mm-hmm.
And
I went back multiple times. I started like shadow boxing the car. I just started hitting the window like, I think I could get, if I just maybe like in Too Fast, Too Furious, when Tyrese wraps the t-shirt around his hand and just goes boom.
Wow.
I think I could do that. And then, you know, you don't break your hand. You might fucking break your arm or dislocate something because you're fat, stupid, and don't know what you're doing. But I think I could have.
Do you know how to punch? Like, I don't really know how to technically punch. Like, I know how to punch, but
yeah, like this. You gotta make sure the heel of your hand hits whatever you're aiming for as hard as you can, because that's the hardest part of your hand. You just go.
When you were a kid, was there the you hit them in the nose and it goes up to the brain and dies?
It kills them. Yeah. I heard
okay.
that.
All right. I didn't know that.
And I was like, I'm not using that move.
No.
I don't want to be a nose murderer. Because I also just pictured how that would feel, and I'd be like, oh God, even if it doesn't work, that's the worst. I'd rather just punch someone.
Thank you, Just.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Justin. Steve Hanning. How can we experience Rapinda Puan Beach again? That's a good question.
Contact Gino. He's planning on doing the watching old In Hot Water episodes and commenting on it and stuff. So tell him you want to Rapinda Puan Beach.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can watch old ones. As far as getting any new Rapinda stuff, I think Aaron Berg is out of the stink business.
Oh, any new stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if he was saying Rapinda new or the old Rapinda stuff. But yeah, Gino might have the old stuff. The new stuff.
Yeah, we reached out to Aaron. And
not doing podcasts anymore.
Podcasts.
He's got this little thing he's working on. This little thing. This thing is this little thing he's working on. He also went on Tom Shalhoub, or I guess maybe that was a while ago.
Did he?
I think so. Someone said that. Could be a lie.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't. But
I don't know if my episode ever came out with Tom Shalhoub.
Oh, you think he scrapped it?
I don't know.
He listened back to it and was like, "Oh, this one's going straight to the scrapyard. I can't wait to have Steve on."
Probably. Yeah, I almost want to like text Andrea.
Yes. By the way, I think I know why he is wanting this reference. We show earlier today the picture been circulating. Everybody show of a Canadian doing Puan Beach.
Yeah.
And the woman who she doing canceling. Why is she doing look on beach? It's my beach for poo. Do I go to her house and look into her poo? Why is she look at me? That was basically the case they had, and the woman is like, she got like fired from her job or something for saying, "I saw immigrants shitting on the beach." She lost her livelihood.
Did she really? I didn't know there was fallout from it. I just remember her. I remember the video of her complaining and people getting mad. But
I'm totally speaking out of my ass, and I feel like I remember seeing it on Twitter, but it could have been totally not true. I didn't look into it at all. I want to
say she got like hit with racist charges, pooping the shoulder.
I get away. It's private time for me on beach. Go start your car. It's hard. Yeah, there was that story, and people sent me, which when I looked it up, it was from 2017. So I don't know why some of these stories.
Oh, was it?
No, this pool, the current pool on beach was new. But this other thing, multiple people tagged me in that I saw like all over Twitter. It's from fucking 2017, so I don't know why some of these. This happens all the time, where like an old story will pop up like it's new. But it was 15 Moroccan teenagers have to get admitted into a hospital or have to go to the doctor because they all caught rabies from gang raping a donkey. And they were like, "Oh my god, it's Rapinda." It's fucking Rapesh. It's one of fucking donkey.
God. I didn't know it worked like that.
What? Sex?
Rabies.
If you
I didn't know it was sexually transmitted.
I'm sure it's just a fluid thing. Like if you can catch it from something biting you,
but
then like their diseased fluids getting into you, then you can probably get it through your dick hole when you butt fuck a donkey. I would imagine that it's all,
Yeah.
The crazy thing is that a rabid donkey didn't act in such a buck wild manner.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it took 15 of them. Maybe 14 were holding it still. While each guy just took a turn plowing it in the ass.
You don't think it was
the ass in the ass?
You don't think it was a female donkey at least?
No, I think they're all homos. I think they're all homosexual donkey fuckers that caught rabies in Morocco.
And I still think you have to get like 20 shots in your stomach, right? Like I don't even think there's a newer way around it.
I don't know there's much of a cure. I think once rabies hits a certain stage, you're basically dead. You become hydrophobic and you can't drink water anymore, and you just go nuts and you start dying. But yeah, I think if you catch it right in the beginning, there's something they can do for you. I don't know what it is.
I remember when I was
they probably mentioned, "Hey, stop fucking this donkey to death." I think we know how it caught rabies. You rabid animals were fucking a donkey.
When I was like 7 or 8, We were on a cross-country vacation because both my parents were teachers and they had off all summer. And we were at the Grand Canyon.
Said that so resentfully.
more jealous, really. Like, God, I don't know if I would want to be a teacher, but just at least when they were teachers, it was benefits up the ass and pension. They both retired at like 55 because they were getting such high salaries. The school was like, please retire and we'll pay you extra money just to retire.
Had that good tenure?
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. That might just be college. I don't know.
I think it's all school. Well, maybe it is just college. All I know about tenure is that once you hit like this 10 or 15 year mark, whatever it is, you can basically just rape someone in the middle of the class and you won't get fired.
Yeah.
You can have 15-year students fuck a donkey for a class project and they'll get rabies, but you will not get fired.
So we saw this girl feeding a squirrel some peanuts or something at the Grand Canyon, and she put it out and the fucking thing bit her. And that's when I first like learned about rabies. My dad's like, she's gonna have to get like rabies shots and stuff like that. And I was like, oh God, it fucking sucks.
Did he tell you point left, son? Point left for the rabbit girl. She's stupid for trying to feed that squirrel.
Look at her foaming at the mouth. What an idiot.
Now we understand. Squirrels are just rats with bushy tails. We don't feed them. Now point left.
But like if you got bit by a squirrel, wouldn't you just risk it and be like, he's not crazy. He's not like.
Wouldn't you just grab that fucking squirrel and break its neck? and then
bring it into the doctor and test it?
Yeah. That's my first instinct would be once it bit, first of all, get the fuck away. But if it doesn't get away, you have to switch gears and go, okay, I'm killing this fucking thing because it definitely is rabid and I have to take it to the hospital with me. Because I think, or is that just Lyme disease where if you have, the thing that bit you, they can better.
That's rabies.
It is rabies. So if you bring in the squirrel.
Yeah, even if it's dead, they can test its blood to see if it had rabies.
See what kind of rabies they have to treat you for.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, if you just say a squirrel bit me, they have to treat you like it has rabies because they don't have the squirrel there to test it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. The PSA, if a squirrel bites you, murder it. Cold-blooded and as brutally as you can because it probably just got you sick. And if you're fucking a donkey, don't wear a rubber because then what's the point of fucking the donkey? But let 14 of your friends fuck the donkey first.
Give it a few hours.
Give it a few weeks. And then kidnap the donkey. It's yours. But yeah, Pindapuan Beach will be possibly. I don't know. Aaron, did you see that whole tweet exchange? I think Gino showed it on In Hot Water today.
Oh, there has to be a conversation before this happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess Gino and Aaron have to have a conversation before posting the In Hot Water episodes anywhere.
Honestly, there's no conversation to be had. Gino has the files. He can do whatever he wants with them. There was no like secret agreement where these can't be out in the public.
But what if Aaron sends him a cease and desist? You could post it on the wall next to the Kate Willett cease and desist.
True. That'd be so funny if he Kate Willett it. Willeted it.
I mean, at the very least, the episodes that are sans Aaron are all 100% Gino's. He's literally not even in it.
And I kind of get like, don't show the Colin Kaepernick one just to be nice to Aaron. He doesn't want that out there, whatever.
Yeah, he's got this little thing he's working on.
Yeah.
He got a little thing he's working on. He can't really, he can't come on our podcast. He can't have Colin Kaepernick photos of him resurface.
No.
He did a good job scrubbing them. I think I mentioned this before that when like a year into working a compound, I Googled Aaron Berg for something on the show because I was gonna like pull up a picture of him. And one of the top image searches that came up was him in blackface with an afro on and a football jersey. And I was like, this is like the first thing that comes up, or like, the sixth thing that comes up when I Google you. And he went, what? Oh, that's not good. And then not far after that, it was gone. I couldn't find it anymore.
But like he had so much fun doing it. Why would he be embarrassed? You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's not embarrassed. It's you can't make money.
Scared. Yeah.
You make more money being
all right.
Easier to book in clubs if there's not this shit.
That's true.
He wanted to, and that's why he because as I said on In Hot Water today, I rewatched that clip of Aaron saying he's leaving the show, and boy, was that fucking uncomfortable. And yeah, he clearly was just like, I'm done with this. I want to go mainstream, or not even mainstream. I want to make money doing this, and this like isn't working.
But I can't imagine he's making more money.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
I have no idea.
They were making really good money, especially when Aaron was there per episode. Yeah,
the bodybuilder might pull in some subs, but I'm sure I know he's making money doing comedy. But as far as a podcast, I don't. He's got this little thing he's working on, but other than that, I have no idea what he's done since Berg's Base and the street talking thing.
And then ISIS Faggot Live.
Right. That was spelled with a PH, by the way, YouTube,
yeah.
so you can't strike the channel because it's spelled differently.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
No, well, the ISIS thing was recent. That was like a few months ago.
Yeah. And that stopped.
Yeah, I hadn't been keeping up with it, so
I guess because he's doing another thing now.
He's got a little thing he's working on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Stay tuned. Don't worry about it. Pulper80, $10 for Steve's new alternator.
Nice.
Thank you. You know, I haven't bought a new car yet, so maybe I'll have a change of heart and I'll want to fix this one again so that I can continue getting raped up the bunghole for... I did the math, and I'm like paying for a lease on a new car with how much money I'm dumping into this old car to repair it. So why not just do that?
Yeah.
Because this is probably going to happen again anyway, especially because we don't even know what the fuck's wrong with it. We're assuming it's alternator, but it could be something else.
But you just need not like I'm telling you, but you need a new car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that one's at the end of its life. Why
it's old.
Deal with it. Yeah.
We have a kid. He needs a safer, newer car.
To be in.
So whatevs. Fuck it. Jaquan G, $1.99. Is this enough to fix the car? Every journey starts with one single step. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not even a single step on the journey. That's literally after YouTube digs their hand in that $1.99 pocket, and it was probably from an Apple phone, so that's another 30% off. That will literally that will not be enough to transfer into an account. Like, they wouldn't allow me to take that out of YouTube. They're like, we're holding this 45 cents we're leaving you until you make more. So, Jaquan G, it is not quite enough.
But thank you.
Thank you. No, every contribution, every step is a journey into
gratitude,
the center of the universe, center of the earth. Nick 2, let's hit that goal. Woo, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's hit the goal. Come on, pay the money. Pay the money to the podcast. Pay money to the podcast so the podcast can hit the goal and I can have a car. No, I can't. We can't. Reading the super chats is bad enough. To literally sit here and beg for money would make me. I just wouldn't do it.
I know.
Like, let's just go get a real job. This is pathetic. I don't get. No. Yes, Steve's car was hacked by the Chinese.
Possibly.
I did. That did occur to me. While I was turning the key and it wouldn't turn back on, I was like, "Fucking China."
You blame the soundboard.
I blame the Chinese. The soundboard hears all this shit I've been talking about China, and they know I have a Japanese Honda car at that, and they're like, "Oh, we hated the Japanese."
That's why there's Bluetooth on this soundboard, so it connects to the China Bluetooth, and they can listen in.
Chinese satellites.
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, he talk a shit about us again. Time to turn off his car." Say bye-bye, Honda.
Yeah, they first started with turning off the soundboard while we were doing a show, but we went around that, so they were like, "Oh yeah,
he bought the charger for the soundboard. Now, if we drain the battery, he just plug it into the wall. He's got war plug. We cannot turn it on with war plug. How we turn off car?" Yeah, that was when we were onto them because they were selling our T-shirts bootleggedly.
Yeah.
Fucking China. I could use some Chinese food though. If I'm being honest, I haven't had China. I like Chinese food quite a bit, and I would appreciate if you sent me some. Haven't had some in a long time. A resounding meh. How about a Booth Boys, Booth Girls Club? Chicks who like poop and fart jokes matter too.
I mean, how is that different than Garrett and Steve Club?
Yeah, if the chicks pay $100. How about this? We'll do what's it called when the ladies' razors cost more money?
Yeah.
The pink tax?
Oh yeah, you're right. Pink tax, yeah.
Pink tax. Yeah, there's a whole thing where if you buy a Venus pink lady razor for your, to shave your legs, it's like $3 more than the men's Bic or the men's Gillette, whatever. We'll have a similar thing because we're American businessmen. We like doing American business.
Yeah.
We'll have the Garrett and Steve Pink Club, where if you're a woman and you want to be on a pink board that we're going to patronizingly have next to this one, smaller and pink, you have to pay $250.
Well, do they make pink plaque?
There's absolutely a shitty pink plaque we can get with like stick-on little.
And then that'll be $150.
$250.
$250?
$250. Okay. Yeah, you got to really mark it up.
Yeah. Because it's women. They like to pay more.
150% markup. Because, they get more bang for their buck. Because, I agree. Chicks who like poop and fart jokes absolutely matter. I feel like most chicks actually, well, not most, but a lot of women are the pretty similar sense of humor. It's not really, we're really not all that different.
I cannot win her over on farts ever.
Oh my God.
It's constantly gross or why, or go to the bathroom. And I'm like, you're stuck with me now. Like, get used to it. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm just going to fart. But no, she's always.
My wife will laugh, but not even laugh. It'll be like more of a snicker, smiley face. Because I always leave the room to fart because if a gentleman.
Yeah, you're a gentleman.
Gentleman will never fart in front of a lady, but in this small apartment, I leave the room. I come in here with this great echo that keeps bouncing back into the fucking mics. I come right in here and I have the farts reverberate off the wall and fucking fly back at her. Almost like they're now well-produced farts with opera sound. And I come back into the living room and she's just like, wow, that was a loud one. And I'm like, what was a loud one? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I would never. Motorcycle that drove by?
I think I stepped on a frog. I always tell some lie. Like, that wasn't me farting.
But luckily, my family has helped me out where, like, we've been over for a dinner or something and my brother will just fart. And then like one day my aunt was farting.
Oh my God.
And just kind of like, whoa. And she just couldn't believe it. She's like, no one in my family ever farted or anything like that. It's just.
She was absolutely sitting there going, your family's disgusting. They're all unleashing their shit air at the dinner table. There's poo in that air. It's air poo. It's like it's Febreze, but poo. It's all these little particles that get in your lungs and smell bad.
She's not wrong, but I don't know. It's just you gotta fart. Like I don't know how she does. She's farted. I've heard her fart, but it's always like sneaks out. Like she just like couldn't hold it in or something. It's like, boop.
My wife's gonna hear this, but I've never heard her fart. Except for one time when she was sleeping and she doesn't know I heard her fart.
Yeah, that's when I'm usually sleeping.
She was fucking sawing wood.
Really?
Oh my, it was. We were watching TV. She passed out on the couch. And I don't remember exactly why, but she was like exhausted. I don't know if she was like sick or something. Like she was in like passed out on the couch, like dead asleep, like snoring and shit. Because at one point while she like I hear her breathing stop for a second and I just hear and I'm literally sitting there watching TV just like damn. And then like just immediately back to sleeping. Like she was definitely asleep the whole time. She didn't wake up, but it was like her body there was so much gas clearly packed in that her body froze the sleep function. Like, because like her breathing, she wasn't snoring like a fucking, like a man. It was literally just like I can hear her heavily, like deep sleeping. But yeah, her body and brain turned off the breathing apparatus and was like, hold on. We gotta blow this trucker horn and rip a fucking hole in the couch. And I literally was sitting there going, like giggling for 2 minutes.
I think that's what it is. Like they just fart during their sleep and you don't notice it because you're sleeping most of the time. Yeah, they just get it all out then. But I can't hold it in.
My friend, when we were kids, had a theory. Not even a theory. He stated this as fact, and I believed him, even though I was laughing my ass off at him telling me this. But yeah, I think we were like 6, 7 years old. He said, and his mom was a little on the heavier side. So this made this extra funny. He said, women don't fart. They hold it in. And like once a month, they just let, or once, it was either once a month or once a year. They just let out all the farts that they store. Like when nobody's in the house, they just let out a month or a year's worth of farts, and they just, it like shakes the house.
They must, right?
And he was like, it smells so bad, it'll make you puke. And it's like so loud, and it's for like an hour. He's like, that's what women do. That's what like older women. And I just pictured his old, heavier mom just farting. And I remember being like, that doesn't sound true, but I've also like heard women say, even at that age, like, oh, girls don't fart. Girls don't fart. So I was just like, yeah, that must be true.
I wonder if you added up all your farts throughout a year, how much time it would take up.
Well, I have my new mission for what I do for unemployment. We'll have to I'll take a month's average of fart times.
Yeah, and then just times 12.
And then, yeah, because I'm sure there's no special month, maybe Cinco de Mayo month. I'm eating a lot of Mexican food.
Thanksgiving, maybe.
Yeah, anytime where you're, because it turns out farts come from if your body is, if you eat a ton of the same thing, and there's certain foods like broccoli and beans that'll give you more farts, but anytime, like if you're eating hamburgers and you have 4 hamburgers, you're going to fart your fucking brains out because when your body has too much of the same thing to process, it just creates gas.
Oh, is that what it is?
This is what I've heard.
Huh.
And a YouTube video I watched 10 fucking years ago.
Okay.
So
I don't know. I feel like no matter what, after dinner, I'm farting.
Oh yeah. But that's the thing. We're eating dinner is the same thing over and over until you're full. So if you then outdo that and eat a ton more, like if you eat, let's just say you have a popcorn bowl of broccoli and beans. So if you double up on this already makes me fart. Now I'm overloading my system with fart stuff. Then maybe you'll have a year's worth of girl farts stored in you just in one night.
But like, with that theory, in Spain, if you just like eat tapas, which are little appetizers, then you don't fart.
Yeah, little farts. Little appetizer farts. They're not big, hearty American steak farts. They're just little pert.
I almost want to look up how long do I fart a year.
Please do look that up. I'll take a look at the next super chat while you look up how long the fart takes. Matt Fugate. Matate Fugate. I'm missing Ant's take on Biden for this. I guess you are. Here, I'll give you a quick take on Biden. That old nigga dead. Ain't no way he living. And if you want Ant's take or anyone else's take, here are the main points. Biden's been a corpse for basically the entire time he's been in office, but at this point he might actually be a corpse. But it begs the question, who's in charge right now and who's been in charge before that, because it's clearly not the corpse. These questions are not approached in any sort of aggressive or meaningful way by anyone in the public.
Nope.
Because we're all so goddamn comfortable. Even when the world around us is burning, it's not happening directly to us, and we're a little internet bubble, and we're ordering Uber Eats to the house, and our cars don't work, but we can still get ice cream. So nobody cares about anything until literally someone throws a rock through your fucking window.
Is there a chance it was Kamala?
Like what? She killed him?
No, that she's been making all the decisions.
There's no chance.
Right?
At fucking all. that it was that retard. That woman, if you've ever heard her speak, like
God.
you can imagine most politicians don't actually do anything, but they're good at speaking.
Yeah.
With her, she can't even pull that part off.
No.
So I don't know what it is she does other than, years ago she was Indian, the first Indian politician elect, and into whatever fucking office, and now she's black. But those are her accomplishments. She started at Indian, then she got promoted to black, and then she got promoted to black VP. Other than that, she's done nothing except arrest people and blow guys.
And it's like they say she's black, but it's like her Indian mom raised her. Her black dad wasn't around.
What?
Same as Obama, right? His white mom raised him. He's not, they call him the first black president. He's 85% white.
He's a mulatto.
Because he's 50-50 race-wise, but then like he grew up with a white mom the whole time. So he's white.
He talks like a black guy.
Oh, yes, he does.
Absolutely. He's very street. His wife has a huge cock. Big fat fucking cock.
So the internet says the average fart is 5 seconds. That seems kind of... No, 5 seconds for one fart.
That's a long fart.
That's a long fart, right? That's what I was thinking.
That is not a Spanish tapas fart.
No. And then on average, people fart between 10 and 25 times a day. So just say
really?
20.
I don't think I hit my goal today. Come on, guys, let's hit the fart goal. Come on, guys, let's all hit the goal. We got to all fart. We got to reach our 10 to 25 fart goal.
So just say it's 20. That's 100 seconds a day of farting.
100 seconds a day.
100 times 365 equals...
I love quick maths.
36,500 and then divided by 60. Well, I don't know. Now I don't know what I'm doing.
You lost me in the last
seconds of farts a year. And then, okay, yeah. Then divided by 6.
I love Garrett stumping himself on an equation you're making
608 minutes of farts a year.
Okay. 608 minutes. How many hours? That's
divided by
how many N-words?
24. Am I doing this right? No way. 25 hours of farts in a year.
Imagine you have to listen.
One full day of farts.
You have to listen a full day of all your farts. It's like once a year, like your taxes. You have to pay your fart tax. And you have to hear back every single fart you did for the year. And you got to sit in a room in an echoey room like this and just listen to every single one and what you've inflicted on the people around you.
A pink sock tax.
I was trying to look up because while you're doing math, it reminded me of a black guy dying. Larry Baya.
Yeah.
We haven't promoted this yet. I also can't find it.
He's dead pretty much, right?
No, he's not dead pretty much. He's alive.
He's got stage 4 cancer.
He's cancering pretty hard. Larry Baya is a good friend. I love him. I love it. I love Larry Baya. Help Larry Baya. Here it is. I don't know what reminded me of this. Maybe this super chat about Ant's take on Biden. And yeah, I feel terrible.
Yeah.
Help Larry Baya overcome stage 4 cancer.
I love it.
I love it. We're reaching out to you with heavy hearts and hopeful spirits to share Larry's story. Recently diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. Larry is facing the battle of his life. The cancer has spread throughout his body and is growing on his spine, causing extreme pain and impairing his mobility. As many of you know, Larry has always been the first to lend a helping hand, a kind word, or a shoulder to lean on. Now it's our turn to get loud. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. The funds raised through GoFundMe, blah, blah, blah. Larry will be participating in outpatient treatment at an immunotherapy institute that's unfortunately not covered by his insurance. Jesus Christ.
Doesn't he have military insurance?
I don't know. I guess
or
not.
VA or something?
From treatments to medical bills, every dollar will ease the financial burden so Larry can focus on his recovery and spend precious time with his loved ones. I don't understand. Can't you just be like, oh, I'll pay you later?
With a hospital, you can.
Yeah. But I guess it's not the same if he's at a cancer center.
I don't know. I always heard like you can just pay them $15 a month and just keep paying them. And as long as you're making some sort of payment.
Imagine they bust his balls about the payment. I guess they do. They have to. Like, even though you're a cancer patient,
yeah,
they have to be like, hey, money.
Before you die.
Before you die, we need all your money. You owe us for not helping you live.
I've never had a finger up the butt yet. You're not even at the age. But
I'm not even fucking.
Yeah, I gotta.
Ass butt.
Scares me.
I feel terrible. We hung out with Larry how many times? We did his show at Compound. We produced for it.
I mean, he must have had cancer then and just didn't know it.
I guess. I don't know how. Maybe he got it super quick. Maybe because he spent a lot of time in San Francisco over the past couple years. That'll give you cancer. San Francisco, that's cancer. So,
help out Larry if you can.
I mean, first help me out with my car.
Yeah,
that's pretty much way more of a tragedy.
He's not going to need to drive. You know.
Also, I want to go to the Met game. So, if I'm going to start a GoFundMe. Steve wants to go to the Met game this week and
pay for his car and drive from there.
And then if you have any scraps left over, you can give it to Larry's Stage 4 Cancer Fund where he's in pain 24/7. If you feel like it, I don't know.
That's sorry.
Let's get loud. That show was hilarious to produce for because what Larry did, if you didn't catch it, Larry used to come. He rented the studio from Compound, and he would bring in anywhere from 30 to 500 comics, performers, random street people,
but no comics you've ever heard of. Maybe like Jason Scoop or something.
The only reason I've heard of him
is because he's been in Compound.
No.
Another
because
thing.
of other reasons.
Yeah.
The only reason I heard of that guy. No, he had a couple of He had like Dave Temple on. He had
true.
Bunch of Tony Woods. He had on.
Oh, you're right.
He had on. But the thing is, like, you'd have Tony Woods on and 20 other people.
Yeah.
So the show would be 15 to 20 minutes of introductions of him just going around the room. What's your name? Tell everybody what you do.
And these people are like never on podcasts, so they're trying to get their plugs out. They're saying everything. Yeah.
There was a guy who did like a Trump impersonation and like a construction worker impersonation, and he comes on the screen and he's like, "All right, yeah," like, and then and Larry's like, "No, don't do the bit yet. Don't do the bit. Just introduce yourself." And he's just like, "Huh?" This guy, he was doing a construction worker prop comedy thing, and he didn't know how to introduce himself without being a character. He was just like, "What?"
And some of the guys would be like, "Hey, was that a good segment I did? Because I want to like send it out to blah, blah, blah." And it's like, what are you thinking?
The segment where you said hi? You said what your name was, and then he got back to you an hour later and said, "Oh yeah, tell him that joke. I was fucking, we ain't got time.
What about the guy that did voices for the Batman cartoon?
Really? I don't remember that.
He was like the Joker or something.
Wait a minute.
And he would constantly do his Joker voice and thought he was like this big.
Was he wearing a funny suit
or something?
He was wearing very funny clothing, like very colorful.
Yeah, like he dressed like the Joker or something.
Yeah. There were a few of those. There were a few of impersonators. My favorite, because the guy was just the sweetest guy in the world. He just was dropped into the middle of this podcast. Again, it was in the middle of the 55-minute intro, and he was contestant number 23. Comedy Pete. Do you remember Comedy Pete?
Pete, yes.
Pete Burdett.
Burdett, yeah.
So Comedy Pete was on, and he's in the sea of comics that are on Larry's 300-person telethon. And he's like, hey, Pete was just featured in a newspaper. Hey, Pete, show him the newspaper. And he kind of looked into the booth like, do they have it? And he immediately panicked and goes, like, I see him panicking. His eyes kind of get wide, and he just goes, and he's holding up a newspaper, and he doesn't know where to point it, and he doesn't know what to do with it. And he's just holding it up. He's just like, I'm in this newspaper. And the article was like, Comedy Pete talks about doing stand-up in New York for a long time. And it was like, tell us what it's like being in the newspaper. And he was like, well, they came and they interviewed me, and they wrote it down, and it's here in the paper. He's man, that's awesome. All right, let's go back to the.
I love it.
He was in the paper. Yeah, that show a little disjointed, but I had fun doing it because I was just like the only thing that
spectacle
wasn't fun for me was I had a 3-camera setup pointed at the desk where there would be Larry, Josie, his co-host.
That's right.
And then the 3 to 4 people on the other desk, because that's fine. That's 3 shots I have to deal with. The main 2 shot, and then each desk shot. But then the 30 other people that were littered around the studio in every part. They were just in the bleachers and the couch next to the fucking desk. I had to use the PTZ camera like ours, and I had to every time he talked to someone new, I had to go like, oh fuck, and
figure out which one, who it is.
Sometimes people would be talking, and I'd be like, literally peeking my head out of the booth, like, who the fuck's talking? Why can't I pick him up on a fucking camera? That part was not nightmarish, but listening to 500 people try to get on an hour-long podcast was hysterical.
Hilarious.
Anyway, support Larry. He's our favorite guy with cancer right now. What Win at all cost? Money for the car fund.
Thanks, Win.
Thank you, Win. Oh, that's a good chunk of change there for the car. I thought it said $199. That's $19.99. Thank you, Win. Hopefully I can buy a new Honda. Jabroni. It's Gino's feet that make him gay.
That's a good point.
He does always have his fucking feet out. Oh my God, by the way, we skipped one. Jaquan G, call Gino gay.
What? Oh, I got some text messages too. Real quick, I just had to get a rabies vaccination. It's hemoglobin antibodies in a number of shots based on your weight the first time. I'm fat, so it was 4 shots. Then you have to return at 3 days, 7 days, and 14 days. So if you are completely fat fuck, the total is 7 shots, not in the stomach. It's expensive too. So it seems like they updated it a little bit, because I always heard it was like a series of shots in your stomach. But
now they just fuck with your hemoglobin.
Yeah. But let me call.
Taking a break? Oh yeah. I was taking a break because I'm getting our next little segment here ready. I'm very excited about who's new on the board.
Ooh.
Off to a late start? Hey guys, what's up?
Good evening, Gene.
Feel like we haven't chatted in hours. What's up, man?
It's because you're gay.
Quick and to the point. Excellent. Yeah, Gino was probably picked up the phone with his feet like Rapinda. The fuck is that smell? Poor on feet. Jeremy Stock. Oh, look, that's Jeremy M. Stock. Number 4 on the board. Number 4 in your hearts.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Extra grease to keep my name not centered on the board.
Oh yeah, he's the high mark.
Quickly. Now that we're doing board talk, let's quickly go to board cam.
You got the song?
I don't got the fucking song. God damn it! Why'd you bring up the song? I forgot about the song.
I love the song so much it has to be played when we.
I have it. So here, let's see. Where do I have it? Taking a break. Fuck. Oh, I think this is it.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be it, right? Let's open that. Hold on, song. Oh, fuck. Why did I open in Apple Music? We're professional producers. We worked at a real podcast company, and we know exactly what we're doing at all times. Everything I'm doing right now was pre-planned. I like acting like a complete fuck-up dipshit who locks his keys in the car and then comes home and can't put a song on a basic YouTube stream because he's got literal shit for fucking brains. It's all pre-planned. It's all how I meant to do it.
It's a great character you got going.
It is. Oh, you motherfucker. Wrong.
So glad I brought up the song. You're welcome, Fitzy.
Here's the fucking song. And now, to the board.
What a beautiful plaque. You got Vinny Cash. You got Charlie Chicago. Deadfool. Everyone loves Deadfool. Jeremy M. Stock.
There he is.
Very much.
Mr. Grease himself.
Marshall Beaupre. What a gentleman. The Moose Pete. Not Max Loads, but the real Moose Pete.
Not Max Loads.
Fitzy. Was that him singing the song?
Yes. That was not an AI song. That was 100% real, produced.
You think
music.
he has a drum set or a drum machine?
Drum set.
Yeah.
That was definitely a drum set.
You think he Don Henley'd it and sang while he was playing?
There's a lot of clanking going on. Where's my tab? Let's hear it again.
Dominic Riccatelli. Garrett and Steve.
Oh. Can you imagine the feeling?
Josh Wurz.
The feeling of blood rushing through Josh Wurz's penis right now because he's on screen.
He made it in the first row.
As a top 10 Garrett and Steve commemorative plaque member. Look at that. Top 10. Vinny Cash, get some extra.
And then,
He's definitely, that's number one. And then, last but not least,
Mike Liggio.
the
Love
Lige.
you all.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being valued members
Greasers.
of the Garrett and Steve Club commemorative grease plaque. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more excited because we have some new members that are being added to the August board.
Ooh. Now, what do you got to do? Unscrew these and bring them to Champs?
Yes. Is it Champs? No, Crown?
Crown, yeah.
Crown Trophy. Gonna unscrew them, bring them to Crown Trophy, and bug the shit out of the people that don't want to deal with me there. And just to give you a couple of names.
These aren't engraved, are they? They're more like printed on. It's
no, they're engraved. You can feel it. That's carved in there.
This is not 24 karat gold.
It's 24 Garrett cold.
Is that gilded?
It's that is. It's you can feel it. Run your fingernail across it. You can feel it. The indent.
Nice.
What an honor it must be. But anyway, new members of the Grease Board, as per when they came in, we have Mitchell, who's related to Louie, Beck, who is hooking us up also with some weed liquor. That's
back
in transit. Jeff. Number third, Doc.
What is Jeff?
Jeff. Jeff. Doc Jones, 73, will be joining the August round of board members. And we have Mama Reno, Mama Conti.
Oh, really?
My mom heard about the board and she was like, I want to be on the board. I was like, well, you got to play by the same rules as everyone else.
Yeah.
No special treatment
nepotism here.
This is a fucking business.
This is an official board.
Me and Garrett are running an American business.
Like, we could easily put Anthony Cumia's name up there. He's given us hundreds of dollars, but not.
He has not gone through the proper channels.
Yes, no.
None of that hundreds of dollars was through Patreon while subscribed to the $100 tier.
Gino has given us tons of money, not on the board.
He owed us that money.
Yeah.
I earned that cake.
But I mean, even that time he paid us twice, you know, he could account it. He could say that counts, but no, it does not.
Technically, it could have moved him up the board, but he didn't do it through the proper channels. This is a society we live in. And if the rule of law breaks down around the commemorative plaque, then why don't we just fucking just shit in here, rub it on the walls, get rid of this wallpaper, and I don't know, let's rip the spice rack off and stick all our dicks in the spices and fucking see which one feels good.
Wait,
fuck a donkey, get rabies.
If I give myself $100, can I get on the plaque?
Are you doing it through the Patreon? and are you basically giving Patreon a cut of that money that you're paying yourself?
No, I'm not. You're right.
Sorry, Garrett.
Yep.
You can be on this part of the board.
There I am.
You can be on that. You can't be down here.
Yeah.
Not unless you pay. Not unless you pay to join. You got to give us the grease. This machine does not work unless it is well greased, well-oiled machine.
Yes.
So Jeremy M. Stuck. Right there. Number 4.
Man.
Don't worry, Mr. Grease. That ain't going nowhere. You're right there.
We forgot one.
We did forget one. It was my favorite one.
Is this real?
It looks real. I mean, if it's fake, it's someone paying $100 to be fake. So I'd believe it's real. I don't know. Let's see if I click on it, what it tells me.
That's his email.
That's his email. Then
wow.
That's our meemaw. So there's 6 new members, so that's going to be 16. And it's looking like number 16 on the board. Sweet 16 is going to be the one and only Michael Malice.
Wow. I feel honored to have him on the board. Just as honored as all the other members. But honored to have Michael Malice on the board. Thank you, Michael. What an amazing. Maybe he felt bad about the 2-month free locals trial he gave me.
All I want to do is say, yeah, well, Vinny Cash gave us 500.
More than that.
Multiple times he gave us 500. And then he'll retract. And the money goes away. But yeah, Michael Malice will be number 16 on the board.
Now, do I...
Oh, you're wasting farts. Why didn't you rip that into the microphone? What are we even doing here? We've been talking nonsense all day. We should have been farting the whole time.
Do I thank Michael for that? Like, do I reach out personally, like text him or something, or just, you know what I'm saying?
He gets, he gets all the privileges of all the other guys. So we can reach out to him through DM and be like, if you want to send any material for the show, it could be literally anything. We will talk about it on the show. If you, I don't know, you want to come to my house? you're in the special board members club where you get to come over and meet my kid. Yeah, no, if you feel like you should do it. I don't think he would care either way.
No, I'm not saying like he would care, but is it like being too sickly sweet or something? Be like, oh, thanks a lot or something. I don't know.
Being Mike Bichetti about it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's so nice. I really thank you so much. That's really nice.
No, but I feel like I should. That's a really nice thing you did.
Why don't you go blow him then?
I'd love to.
I'd blow the number 1 on this board.
Mr. Who Cash. Would it?
Guy's got cash for days, hanging out with the ski misk.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun. Time. Yeah,
a lot of fun times getting shit face hammered. Should we take a break from the super chats and do some show?
Sure. Do we have any producers things, or I mean I sent in some stuff too.
That's the thing. I want to get to your stuff because your stuff's always good. We have some DM. Check DM.
Oh, I do have one kind of fun thing.
Okay, let's do that then.
Have you heard of the God, what are they called now? The plus size park hoppers?
I'm intrigued.
It's I feel like it could be the new Costco guys kind of viral. You get to see lots of clips and stuff.
We do not need new Costco guys. If we want to go into that for 5 fucking hours, they've been busy. And it's just every time I go on Twitter, I have to see them now. No matter what. I did it to myself. But yeah.
I think because I'm not sitting in the booth and you're talking about them and my phone's listening to everything, now that I'm not there, like I don't get the Costco guy videos in my Twitter feed anymore.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to tag you in some of them so your phone picks up on that. You should be watching these. Because that's not fair. You shouldn't get out of it. You know the stupid fucking song we played?
Yeah.
We bring the boom! They now overlay that in all their videos. So like they'll be eating candy and giving candy a boom or a doom. And while they're booming, dooming, and otherwise, the song is just the whole time, we bring the boom. And I just hear the dad of the song, like a double chunk chocolate cookie. And I'm like, I'm so compelled to click these fucking things. And then when I do, it makes me upset.
Yeah, it's never a good payoff.
And then one of our producers, one of our booth boys, sent me an entire fucking documentary that, like an internet documentary that's 16 minutes long. 10 minutes in, I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this?
Oh, it was about them?
Yes. And I'm maybe not 10 minutes, but I got a few minutes in.
Was it done by Scion or whatever, the guy that does all the Kevin Brennan docs and the Anthony Cumia docs?
Want to watch
Cyan Z or whatever?
You want to watch it? I bet you I can find it. Oh God, we've gotten a lot. Oh, we have to do this one. There's a stink man. Bring the boom. Is this it? What is this? This is it. God damn it, I found it. I kind of wish I had.
The secret life of the Costco guys.
And the Rizzler.
And now, I don't know the Rizzler. Should I know?
He's a little fat kid that is in their videos sometimes. Honestly.
Wait, but it's not the main fat kid.
No, that's Big Justice.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't know who the Costco guys are, what we're talking about, just go on the internet. You'll find them.
Yeah.
They're there. They're always there. They're always omnipresent in my mind and then on my phone. They just take up so much space. It makes me so upset. But yeah, let's see.
How make you feel? You regard them with admiration, indifference, disgust. The answer might tell you something about your relationship with the internet. The internet's a much smaller place than it used to be. The majority of users these days are just refreshing the same handful of apps day in and day out. But even though people tend to have a presence on all of them, everyone's mostly got their favorite, their home base, the one that they spend most of their time and winds up shaping their entire perception of internet culture. At the same time, you have content gradually filtering out from each of these bubbles and going into the others, often plopped in with no context whatsoever.
The ball's hardened.
Leaving the natives of one app to contend with a message from another universe, like the apes finding the monolith in 2001: A Space Odyssey. And I think Twitter's recent discovery of...
And they intersplice the stock footage. Like, I don't like it when it's all of a sudden you just see like, and then the guy opened an envelope and they just have like some guy, a business guy in a suit opening an envelope of a video. Like they just did stock footage of, I don't know. It just throws me all the time.
I get why you don't like it because it's dumb and it's, look, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, here is a man opening an envelope. But it works.
It does help.
It's
it
visually,
yes.
It keeps your mind on track.
Yes, you're right.
Because we have retard brains and our minds just kind of float around like we're in choppy
if it's
waters.
Just him talking the whole time, we'll zone out or something.
You will literally just start looking at stuff in your house and then go back on your phone and be like, why am I not pressing buttons and doing stuff on
You're
here?
so right. Yeah, because then now I'm just watching it and being like, up another stock footage, but I'm watching it. I'm paying attention the whole time.
It doesn't matter how it gets you as long as it's getting it. We gotta skip ahead. I can't watch the preamble to the Costco guys. I want to see.
But you never made it all the way through?
I think I didn't get it. Even honestly, now that I'm looking at this, I thought I sat here for 10 minutes watching it. I think I watched 1 minute, and I was like, I can't deal with this fucking shit. Enough with these Costco guys. They're driving me nuts.
References. I'm a side sleeper, so Helix set me up with a sunset mattress. The Helix line and the Glacio used to. Most of what I see on TikTok is the stuff that winds up on Twitter or Instagram. And one of the vectors through which a lot of TikTok stuff spreads on Twitter is this guy named Mittens.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of variety
That's where
here.
I
He
saw the
reposts
Costco
a lot of
guys.
e-girl thirst traps.
Man.
He's got a lot of those sorts of videos you see on TikTok where it's just like some redneck with 10
Hey,
subscribers
that guy
rambling
too.
about nothing. He also
Right.
tends to find a lot of things before they really blow up, like Sage
Never got on the
Shadowblade
phones
back
in
in
the show.
2020.
No.
He's also had quite a few controversies with calling things cringe, just generally being negative about stuff that other
God, I
people
don't
found
care.
wholesome. And he was about to have another.
I don't
Particularly
need this
people
much
like me who don't
Yeah,
spend a lot
about
of time on
Mittens.
TikTok.
Got
By
any
and large,
poster
people seem
videos?
to disagree with Mittens' assessment. A lot of commenters said they wish they had this kind of relationship with their dad. This is how normal people act when they haven't had their brains warped by years of internet irony. Some had fond memories of family members who were also Costco
Like, do you
guys.
feel
Others got fixated on how remarkably Italian
like
they look.
former child
They're
abuse doing this? I feel like it's wholesome.
Yeah, it's too like they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
They're just going to Costco and recording TikToks.
He's not like a stage dad where he's like, make say the line funnier or whatever. Maybe
And again, we don't know.
We don't know.
Maybe
yeah.
behind the scenes, he's a fucking complete Nazi.
He hits Big Justice with bags of oranges so they don't leave bruises.
When I say boom, you go boom. And when I say doom, you give me a real doom, not that pussy shit. You fuck this up again, I'm gonna shove that chicken bake up your fucking ass. The chicken bake. This is the chicken bake. It's full of cheese. It's good. I don't know.
Has there been any videos of, hey, I'm at Costco and I saw the guys filming a video and it's like, like
Celebrity
a
site.
yeah, like a
Paparazzi
TMZ.
chasing around the Costco guys. None that I've seen, but that's got to be coming.
Yeah.
Do we even want? I already am over this. I don't even want to fucking.
So yeah, I found out about these plus size park hoppers just the other day. Some guys started tweeting about them, and they have a full YouTube channel and everything. And it's in the same vein as the Costco guys.
They bring the boom.
Kind of like it's not as exciting and stuff, but
All right. Well,
it's fun what they do.
I'm excited because they're fat.
They're fat.
Yeah.
So this is a family of fat women, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Have you been dying to eat at Three Bridges Bar and Grill at Disney's Coronado Springs, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus size perk hoppers. We range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us from our plus size Disney tips.
Oh, that reminds me. Hey guys, do you like and subscribe?
Like yes.
Smash the like
Smash
button.
that like button.
Smash.
Comment below. Who do you think's the fattest one?
Give me $2 for my car. I need a new battery. Yeah, leave a comment below. Which fat piece of shit would you like to take home? And
The 2X or the 5X?
And trick. On this episode of If I Fits, I Sits, we had dinner at Three Bridges Bar and Grill. This restaurant is located in the middle of the lake at Coronado Springs and has an absolutely incredible view. The seating here consists of wicker chairs with arms and some more relaxed patio furniture. At first, we were seated at a table with wicker chairs and found them super uncomfortable. We fit in the chairs, but we had
hold the phone. Hold on a moment. Do these fucking fat messes just go around from place to place, seeing if they can break the chair they're sitting in?
See if they can fit in the chair and let other fatties know that you can be comfortable at a restaurant or not.
But whoa, fatties breaking the board. But the goal's got to be like, do they rock back and forth in their chair at any point in this?
No. You'll see. It continues.
I'm going to gain another 500 pounds, and this is going to be my new job. I'm going to go from park to park and I'm going to record myself smashing chairs into smithereens.
Supposedly they're at Disney like every day.
How?
Off this YouTube channel or something.
Disney's is so expensive.
I know.
They're that good at being fat. Again, I have to gain I have to gain some weight.
Yeah.
And we can do fat content and make $1 million.
Yeah, you're not like eye-catching fat. You need to be,
I'm just,
hey, look at that guy.
Yeah, right. When you look at me, you go, Jesus, look at this slob. But I don't make you, like, out of a room full of people go, whoa.
Yeah, you're not whispering to your friend, look at that guy. Yeah.
They're not literally, people aren't literally whispering about the chair I'm sitting in and whether or not it's going to turn into splinters. But soon. Keep this up.
Had to sit forward and it wasn't comfortable enough to sit through a whole dinner. We asked our server if they had any other seating available, and if not, we'd just get takeout. She came back a few minutes later and brought us to another table with patio chairs. These were so much more comfortable. We were so glad we switched. The switch also gave us a better view of the tower in all her glory. For an appetizer, we all shared the white queso dip and thought it was super delicious. They even bring you more chips if you run out. For an entree,
Now,
of course.
Do you think they ran out of chips?
No. But they probably had a half a full bowl. They look like they're probably just pecking. Just a little chip here and there.
Like the corner off a chip or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
put it back in the dish.
They're watching their figure. They have a YouTube channel where people watch to see if they'll be able to fit in the fucking seats in a restaurant. So they might be, trying to watch their weight a little bit. No, obviously, she mentioned that they bring you more chips when you run out because they got 16 fucking refills. They were just dipping the chips in all the other fucking food.
Is that a salad there?
It is.
That, like by her hands, is that a salad? Wow.
Well, that I think is some guacamole, some Mexican dealio. Maybe it's a salad. There's definitely a salad right here in the bottom right.
Yeah, okay.
The fuck are they doing with that?
It probably just came with the meal.
They're probably dipping their chips in it.
Ashley got the Three Bridges signature burger. She loved it and really liked the accompanying sauce.
It doesn't look that big in her hand.
She said the sun-dried tomato jam was a bit salty, so
It's a bit salty. They don't like that.
Get it on the side next time. My name is Stephanie, and I got the steak frites. I absolutely loved the fries and the little salad on the side, but I do think the steak was pretty chewy. Sarah got the Villa del Lago wedge salad with chicken. She said the chicken.
What? A salad? She ordered the salad as her main entree?
And then what? That's got to be the appetizer.
Yeah, I mean, that's a wedge salad. It looks like it has a ton of bacon bits and blue cheese on it.
It should have like just a wedge of donuts. You're not gonna be satisfied with that. I promise. I don't want to watch these fat girls eat skinny girl food.
Yeah,
I want to watch them go to town.
Exactly. Yeah.
Again, we're all here to watch the chair break. I want to see mid-meal them pounding, some fucking 15-pound burger into their face, and halfway through, the weight combines with their weight, and the chair just fucking all four legs just go like this at once.
Yeah, what is wedge salad? That's lame.
Chicken was really good and the salad was good too, but she wouldn't go back just for the salad. All in all, our favorite part of this restaurant is the atmosphere. You're not able to make a reservation for this restaurant, but you can join the walk-up list on your My Disney Experience app.
I expected way more fat complaining, I have to say.
No.
They seemed like they had a fat, pleasant time.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if we look into more of their videos, we can...
sent one more.
Oh, okay, good.
That was added at the end of the email. Yeah, that one.
Is this one of them going, help, help, I can't get out of my chair, help?
Possibly.
All right, well, we're just going to have to find out.
How come some tabs have the share on StreamYard button on it and others don't?
I have to share it first.
Oh, okay.
And then I can go to another tab and share that one instead. Oh, whoops, I shared the wrong one. See? Now I can show you. Share this tab instead. Boing. What's this fucking fat purple backpack doing?
Have you been dying to ride It's a Small World at Disney's Magic Kingdom, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus-size Disney tips and tricks. It's a Small World is a boat ride located in Fantasyland. It was originally created for the 1964 New York World's Fair and was overseen.
Hold on, I didn't process. You said it to me, but for some reason it didn't click. This is it's not even Disney restaurants. It's a how-to guide on how to be a fucking fat monster at Disney.
Maybe
I thought
other
for some
parks
reason it was
too.
just the restaurants, but yeah, they're gonna break. They're giving a like, what's that fucking testing that they do with cars where they smash them into walls?
Oh
it's
yeah,
like stress testing. They're stress testing roller coasters to see if they can like just break Space Mountain with how fat they are.
Pretty much.
Disney's probably following this channel, and the reason it gets promoted and gets so many, so they want them to keep doing it because they're like, oh, they're fat testing our stuff for us. This is perfect. Trying to figure out a way to get this
we
done.
don't have to pay anyone to do it.
We've just been letting people fly off the roller coasters and die.
By Walt Disney himself. This whimsical ride takes you through all 7 continents, where you can experience sights and sounds of all different nations. The ride vehicle is a small boat that has 6 rows of bench seating. To get into this ride, you will need to step up and swing your legs over. There is no seatbelt or safety mechanism, as this is
that's a warning you have to give people, like, hey, heads up. If you go on this ride, you're going to have to step up and swing your leg over.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
So if you can't do that, don't ride this. It's a Small World, which is the shittiest ride at Disney. You literally just sit in the boat and go around a lazy river, pretty much.
Yeah, with
and they sing the shitty song constantly.
Very annoying song. But yeah, you might have to make a bunch of fat guy noises while you swing your leg onto a tiny boat. You have to go.
Do you think? Like, are they stabilized, or because it's in water right now? Are they stepping in it and it's getting a little wobbly, or no?
There's no way they don't have a fat protocol for the rides that they know the fats can fit on. There must be. Although it would be very funny if the boat just started tipping over. They must have. This thing must just be very, very wide.
Slow-moving ride with no sudden drops. We can fit 2 of us in 1 row comfortably. One issue that we do have on this ride is the lack of legroom. Sarah is 5'4" and finds the lack of legroom to be very uncomfortable. Ashley is 5'9" and won't ride because of the lack of legroom. This ride does have a wheelchair accessible boat. If you're using an ECV, you will need to transfer out of your ECV into a wheelchair.
What's an ECB? Electronic chair bunion. Electronic
chair barbecue. Just because they have to put food and everything they use.
If I get electronic chair fat, I'm going to require an electronic chair barbecue. Just a tiny little thing on the side.
Like a sidecar on a motorcycle.
Yes.
It's just a barbecue.
It's a little barbecue. I can flip it open, throw some dogs, throw some burgers, some steaks on it.
It cooks from the engine heat.
It's powered by my and if I change the little electronic motor from turtle to bunny, then it really speeds up and heats up my food fast. I originally got it for hot dogs and hamburgers, but I've since degraded to pizza rolls. And
one day at Disney, I threw a whole rotisserie chicken in there. By the time I got home, it was ready.
While I was on a Small World. Yeah, so electronic chair barbecues. I guess it says accessible.
Yes.
Does that mean they hitch a rope around you and just drag you through the water? Or they have some guy with a stick who can fucking one of those really big pole vaulting things. They could really just pry you out of your fat seat and push you onto the fat guy boat.
Trying to look up what ECB stands for, but like nothing comes up. ECB. Like, what else could I put?
Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Chair.
ECB. Electronic chair, boy. Electronic chair.
ECB. Fat people.
Oh yeah. ECB. Because I'm picturing a jazzy. Like that's got to be what it is.
Yeah, nothing's coming up. Well, whatever. Maybe someone in the chat will know once we finish this video.
Yeah, let me see. I love that we stopped on this fucking brain damaged hippo. I'm just making sure the fucking audio is still going since I now have to constantly check that.
This ride is a classic, featuring iconic characters like this winky hippo. Not to mention that this song will be stuck in your head for days. It's actually stuck in my head right now. We hope that these tips help and that you enjoy your ride through It's a Small World.
What were the tips? You have to swing your leg.
You have to step up and swing your leg. And 2 of them can fit in a bench.
But there's not a lot of leg room. So if you have to stuff your big sausages in. Sorry, folks.
And then that's their YouTube channel, but I didn't look through any of the videos, so.
Oh, here we go. Potato Land. Plus size park hoppers. They only have 2 videos.
Shorts, maybe they do a lot of shorts.
They have a bunch of shorts. Not a lot,
Not a lot, though. 6.
Have you ever been on the plus size ride test for the Velocicoaster? All right, I'd like to see that one. Let me.
Yeah, I want to see them go on a real ride.
I want to see their fat get the centrifugal force just whipping it halfway off their body. I want to see the goo flop around. Flop around goo. Right.
Have you been dying to ride the Velocicoaster at Universal's Islands of Adventure, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2x to 5x. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus-size tips and tricks. The Velocicoaster is a thrilling Jurassic World-themed roller coaster located in Universal's Islands of Adventure. As if dinosaurs aren't scary enough, this ride goes very fast and upside down. There are discrete test seats located at the entrance of this ride. We highly recommend trying the test seat before waiting in line. The seat is molded and there is a divider between the legs. The safety mechanism for this is an over-the-head lap bar. My name is Stephanie and I am wearing the purple and blue shirt. I am a size 2X and wear size 20 pants and a 44F bra.
That's
I was
a
not
humble
able to get
brag
the green
there,
light
right?
at first, but Katie gave me a push and
We're 2X to 5X. I'm the skinniest one here.
Absolutely. She's the hot one. I'm a 2X. I can fit through a car door. And I can get on most of these rides, actually. My fat cohorts.
My 5X friend.
They follow me around and drag me down.
I'm a size 2X and wear size 20 pants and a 44F bra. I was not able to get the green light at first, but Katie gave me a push and I was able to get it to turn green. Though I do think that I could have ridden this ride if the employee was willing to push down the bar for me. The ride was broken down this day, which I am very grateful for because that looked really scary and I did not want to try. Katie is wearing the blue skirt and wears a size 3X top and 22 pants. Her bra. Have you been dying to ride the Velocicoaster at Universal's Islands of Adventure?
Yeah,
but you weren't sure if you'd fit.
Yeah, they fucking cut it as soon because that must have been bad. She probably couldn't even clear her tits.
If they had to force the 2X in there, the 5X isn't fitting.
Not only not fitting, they stopped the video because they couldn't get it past their chin. Yeah.
All right, so I'll look more into their videos. Maybe they
some
have like more
research.
on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they produce a lot of stuff to have only 7 shorts or 2 videos, you know?
Yeah.
Like they seem like they kind of knew what they were doing, at least.
I want to know all the rides they couldn't fit on and how they reacted to being told, please don't. You're going to break it. I want to go to one of our booth boys because he sent us a video I have not watched yet. And we have to, we got to turn off the fat ladies because everyone who's watching this is jerking off. We can't. I'm uncomfortable with the idea of people coming while they're looking at me on YouTube. But this is it's kind of related.
YouTube Shorts is so annoying. You can't rewind them or anything. Like you can't make them pause at the beginning. So yeah,
they just fucking do starting and they fuck me. Oh my god. Well, anyway, this is from our booth boy. This is Derek. Derek sent me this one day ago. I tell him he had an idea for us to play a video game, and I said that man is stink and tell big stink lie. So let me show you the video, and I'll let you be the judge. Do you think this man is doing truthing, or is he being liar, like stink liar bitch?
Can't wait.
मेरी गिल्टी लाइफ की है कि मैं लोगों से रिलेशन नहीं रख पाता, फ्रेंडशिप नहीं रख पाता, क्योंकि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. पर अगर किसी को नीड चाहिए तो आधी रात में 4 बजे वो भले टायर सुधारने के लिए बुलाएगा तो मैं दोस्त के लिए खड़ा रहूंगा. डजंट इवन मैटर कि वो मेरा 1 साल पुराना दोस्त है कि 10 साल पुराना दोस्त है. वो खड़ा होना है, मतलब खड़ा होना है. That is that.
All the 9 to 5 people can relate to this. It's so relatable.
I mean, we weren't even 9 to 5 people, but I can relate to that.
I feel this in my soul. The Gunchu Mumbai Wang Hing Wak one downloadable tune being done, you know?
Wow, you got one word out of it? I didn't even hear that.
Guilty life की है कि मैं
Guilty life. You know what? I read subtitles, but now I'm thinking those subtitles were wrong. They just auto-generated something that, like, I think that was life in English.
लोगों से रिलेशन नहीं रख पाता, फ्रेंडशिप नहीं रख पाता.
Friendship, no, he said friendship. Doing friendship रख पाता.
कि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. पर अगर किसी को नीड चाहिए तो आधी रात में 4 बजे वो भले टायर सुधारने के लिए बुलाएगा तो मैं दोस्त के लिए खड़ा रहूंगा. Doesn't even matter कि वो मेरा
Doesn't even matter. That was dead clear.
Yeah.
He did say doesn't even matter.
Wait, is he speaking English?
He said doesn't even matter.
He did.
But doesn't even matter, like, say, is that just some other set of words in Hindi? Like, was he saying I got my car washed? Doesn't even matter.
It seems implausible, right? That those 3 words would be some other word in Hindu.
Completely implausible. Improbable, even. And because this happens with most other languages. Like, if you hear someone speaking Spanish,
yes, in Spanish, yeah, it's also
they'll say, you know, donde está McDonald's? It's usually for pronouns, but sometimes there'll be you know, a random, like, Xerox word in there, which is another pronoun. But I'm gonna give that a thumbs up.
What does it say behind build, don't talk?
Build, don't talk. Just do building. We have too many places to shit and nowhere to go live. We
Shut
need to
up,
build.
keep building.
I don't miserable time, don't want.
मैटर कि वो मेरा 1 साल पुराना दोस्त है कि 10 साल पुराना दोस्त है. वो खड़ा होना है, मतलब खड़ा होना है. That is that.
And then this guy.
Oh my God, it's stupid.
He looks like he also doesn't speak Indian food.
No, yeah, he looks like an American Indian.
He's just like, oh yeah, totally. Kabaddi, right? Oh man, oh kabaddi, chicken, vindaloo. Yes, oh, I understood when you said doesn't even matter. That really hit me. That hit me right there in the heart and the ears and the brain, because I don't know anything else you said. Well,
thank you.
Thank you, Derek. That was very useful video.
Yeah.
We had another one, but I think I lost track of where it was, so we might just do it tomorrow. Oh no, that was this. Is that fucking Big Justice thing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got to that. And then Fitzy. Oh, this is a mystery video. What did Fitzy send me? Here we go. Our pal Fitzy, another one of our producers, sent us another vid. Let's check it out. Nope, that's the You Can Relate one again. What's this? Oh, she's just catching elephant shit in her shirt.
Why?
It's valuable. Wow, who's this? Why?
Why?
Other countries, and I'm not even talking about Germany, other like India and wherever this is, maybe it's also India. She looks a little lighter skinned.
Yeah.
Obsessed with animal shit. Indian people will literally eat cow shit. Like they just eat it. They rub it on their faces.
Oh, God.
I've played so many videos on the dump of women just covering their faces in cow shit.
Yeah, there's that video of like the 4 guys just in a cow shit bath. Or whatever. Yeah.
Cow shit bath. There's the video of the one guy, I think it's Africa though, where he's got a fucking some bison looking thing is pissing on him, and he's like showering in the piss. But on the dump, I showed probably several thousand videos of people cooking with cow shit, eating it straight out of off the floor, rubbing it on their face, fucking showering with it. The lady, the most recent one before we got shit canned, she covered a fish in shit and then cooked the shit fish and then ate the shit fish.
God. Like, if you take a shit and it's like a little bit warm out or whatever, it stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine cooking it?
No, I can't.
No, I
don't want to even.
God.
It's already pretty bad when it's hot and fresh.
Did she do it like they take the fish and cover it in salt and then cook it, so then when you have to like crack it open?
Yeah, it seals the
juices inside.
Yeah. They literally covered a completely scaled fish. They didn't cut the fish in any way, from what I recollect. And she just took giant piles of mushy cow shit and just rubbed it all over the fish and then threw it on a flame. So just direct poop.
I did the salt fish once. Salt, not shit.
You do the shit fish?
And it was just, it's a waste of salt. It's like you put so much salt around it, it just makes a salt cast on the fish. You don't even eat the salt or whatever.
Does it soak in like the poop?
I didn't really notice it. It was fine, but yeah, kind of a waste. It's like when you ever deep fry a turkey.
Me personally, no, but I've eaten it.
It's like you use 6 gallons of oil and you dip the turkey in for 15 minutes and take it out, and it's like $80 worth of oil or whatever you're using just to cook it.
You could just use it as like fireworks and put a completely frozen turkey in.
Yeah, just drop it in
and just watch it go off like a fucking bomb.
But deep fried turkey, best turkey I ever had by far.
Deep fried shit was the best shit I've ever had. Way better than the shit fish. The nice deep fried, rolled around in breadcrumbs poop. Well, anywho, I don't know if we want. I think that was the last producer bit.
Yeah, we got to save some for the rest of the week.
Save some for the rest of the week. Do you want to save any of this, or is any of this pertinent?
I mean, did you see? Click the Biden thing. Might as well just play it because it's
Biden or Biden call.
The Biden, just Biden, yeah. The Biden call, did you hear that? We don't have to play it, but he called into some like press conference Kamala was doing.
To prove he was alive?
Yeah, and talked on the phone. But now everyone's just like, I have a friend that could do a better voice than that.
Oh, boy.
You know, yeah. But this was going around the day he dropped out of the race, and every mainstream conservative person posted this. Did you see this?
I did not.
And it was like,
this was yesterday. He dropped out of the race.
Yeah, this was, I think, yesterday when I started seeing it.
So this video was on PBS News, because I had heard he didn't put anything out. I guess that was fake news.
Wrong. Yeah.
Oh.
He put out an official video explaining why he dropped out of the race.
Fucking fake Jews.
My fellow Americans, I want to take a moment to address some of the hateful shit you've been talking about me. Many of you have said I am suffering from brain worms, or that I have applesauce for brains. Well, I won't mince words, so here it is. Fuck you. You're all a bunch of faggots. End of quote. Repeat the line. So enjoy President Cackles or President Booty Juice. I really don't give 2 fucks anymore. Biden out. My fellow Americans.
He's got that old man lip thing going on. Like he's kind of chewing his lip while he talks. He's chawing some tobacco.
But yeah, you had like the same reaction where you're like, oh, it's kind of, he said faggots and fuck you. It's kind of funny. But
yeah,
it's like everyone's like, oh, Biden gave a speech. And it's like, all right.
Yeah, I was hoping you weren't showing me that, so I would be like, oh my God, that's so good.
No, but that was the thing. Like, all
was,
these people posted, and it was like, it's not the win you think it is, or whatever. I
didn't get that. Well, because I saw the picture version of that, basically, where it was someone put Biden's like resignation letter, and it was like, fuck all you fags.
Oh, okay.
I'm fucking out of here. Peace.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, and it's like, It's gay.
Yeah,
It's not funny.
Someone did that. It was like Mike Francesa reacts to Joe Biden leaving the race, and it's a video of Biden's tweet saying he's dropping out, and it was some Mike Francesa impersonator just talking about Joe Biden, and it like got me at first. It was so good, but then it just died at the end, kind of thing, Like, and then once you're like, all right, this isn't Mike Francesa.
Memes are gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, every like funny thing I've seen with this has been not funny, and I'm just like, no, but for real, is he alive? Also, what's going on? Are we a country anymore? What's even happening?
I don't know.
Is it what? The lights are all still on, so something's working, but who's doing it? Are we just China now? Did China take over already?
Or maybe like they really have no influence over anything, and it doesn't even matter.
Well, yes, I've kind of figured.
Yeah.
But they used to at least pretend. Now they're kind of, who cares? Just the guy's kind of alive. Yes, what do you want?
Someone was I saw someone tweet like, remember Melania was sick for a few days during the Trump presidency, and it was like, where is she? She hasn't made a public appearance. We heard she has like black eyes and are in the hospital. But yet Biden's missing for a week, and no one's like, where is he? We haven't seen him.
Well, people are like, where is he? It's just nobody from...
Not the press.
Yeah.
They
don't seem to give it a rat's turkey. No. But yeah, it happened with, what's her face? Kate Middleton. Remember when that Photoshopped picture came out of her and her family? And they were like, oh my God, she's missing.
But that kind of ended up being true.
Did it ever get resolved? Did she ever put out?
She like came out with she had cancer or something, and that's why it was all.
She got it from Larry.
Yeah, she got prostate cancer.
Right from the Baya's ass to her mouth. Poor Kate.
Yeah, so it was some sort of cover up. I don't know why.
So is the Biden call clip similar?
The Biden call is his actual call to Kamala. We could listen to it, and to me, he sounds like pretty with it. So I don't know.
Well, the thing, I believe he'd be with it, but is it just a pre-recorded thing that they recorded fucking 4 years ago?
Who knows? No, I mean, it's pretty topical.
Could be AI.
Yeah, that's what people say.
This is Fox News alert. President Biden called into Kamala Harris in Wilmington, Delaware.
Phil Schultz loves him.
There's so much more we're going to get done. And so I want to say hello to Kamala if she can hear me. I know she's going to be speaking shortly. And I want to say to the team, embrace her. She's the best. I want to call today to thank everybody in this effort. I know yesterday's news is surprising and it's hard for you to hear, but it was the right thing to do. I know it's hard because you poured your heart and soul into me to help us win this thing. Help me get this nomination. Help me.
I think he's alive. I think that's him, and I think he must look like fucking shit because he sounds like shit. He must have like a wonky face.
And like, why wouldn't he do a Zoom in or Skype?
I bet his face is like a crumpled up piece of paper at this point. You don't want to look at him right now. He probably had some kind of fucking COVID stroke blood clot in his brain. And he's hey, come on, it's doing great. I got spaghetti pudding in my mouth. I can't do nothing no more. I'm done. Nobody's running the country, but everybody's running the country. Spaghetti.
The nomination and then go on to win the presidency. But you're an amazing team, but we've got a great I think we made the right decision. I know how hard you've worked, how many sacrifices you made.
Yeah, he's reading something too, because you can tell that by the way the words are going together, and he's not like banana hand grenade turkey face chicken boy where Kamala's
Why did those flags have baseball stitching on them? They have a seam down the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Where's that like?
I guess they get those flags get thrown out for the first pitch for the Washington Nationals game. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it's just strings that on the top.
Over the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, he sounds alert at least.
Yeah, alert.
Like he can make decisions, I guess.
Sounds like someone propped him in front of a phone and in front of a teleprompter, jabbed him in the ass with his Adderall shot, his Vyvanse, and said, "You got 4 minutes. Go." I want ice cream.
And so many of you uprooted your lives for me, and the kind of commitments few people make for anything these days, but you made it. And I've been honored and humbled. I mean, this is from the bottom of my heart. My word is a Biden that for all you've done for me and my family. And we built the best.
This bitch taking a break? Just takes out her phone and starts going on it. Middle of the president's phone call.
Wow.
Fucking ditzy bitch. How could you?
Campaign in organization in history. I've been doing this. I always kid and say I know I'm only 40, but I've been around a long time. I don't know of a better campaign organization, grassroots campaign. We have over 230 offices.
People are taking pictures.
Yeah, they got it. This is for my personal files. All right. Do you think there's anything else?
No.
Listen to Biden ramble on enough about God knows fucking what. Well, at least he's alive. Definitely.
Totally.
Can tell from that call.
Alive.
Super alive.
Did you see the rumor that he was in Vegas, I guess like last week, and the police got some call to like cordon off all these streets because Biden was going to have to go to the hospital.
Yes.
But then Trump got shot or something. And then they called off the street shutdown and said, we're going to fly him to Walter Reed Hospital or something. So then all the cops in Vegas thought Biden died. And that was their assumption. But
yeah, I heard something similar. Basically the same thing, that they had orders to like a Mayday thing to the hospital. And it was like, oh, fuck, he must be dead. What happens if like just all the candidates die? How far down the list do we go to just be like, you're the president?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the vice presidents would run. I don't know.
But then what if Kamala dies?
Yeah.
If she chokes on a penis?
Yeah, I don't know what they would do.
Militia.
Did you ever watch Battlestar Galactica?
I did not.
Well, in that, like something happens to Earth or whatever, and they have to get in a ship and leave Earth, and they're flying around, and the president died, and vice president died, and the Speaker of the House died, and it got down to like the Secretary of Education, and now she was like the new president in Battlestar Galactica. So it'll just keep going down the line until they find someone.
Until they reach the Staten Island comptroller. Then he's running things to the whole world. Politicking talk. There you go.
Yeah, you don't have to watch Anthony.
Why would you bother watching Anthony? that fucking cream of the crop politic talk. You're not going to get that anywhere else. That's for fucking sure. Smash that like button and then smash your head against the fucking wall and get everything you just heard out of your ears. Let's go back to the super chats because we almost at 3 hours.
Oh, God.
I lost track of time. Can Steve in India voice give Gary Biscayne a call?
Ooh, sure. I'll take a piss while you do.
Can. By the way, Jimmy Blackman, I love you guys. And Todd, Steve, do you have Venmo? I do have Venmo. What's my Venmo? I'll take a donation. I'll sit here and beg for money on the internet because I have no car. Not really. It's fine. Life's just peachy. I don't need to beg. I do have a Venmo, but I don't know if I don't know what the fuck the thing is. At Steve Conti 4. There you go. Now you can send me money, I guess. You really don't have to. And it's at Steven-Conti-4. So don't even bother. Don't even bother, because who knows if you're going to get the right guy. I'm supposed to be calling Gino. And
just hold your QR code up to the screen and they'll scan it.
No. The super chats are enough. Thank you, guys. You do not have to give me extra money. Let me call Mr. Biscayne.
Turn it up a little. Not really.
I don't know why it's so low. I have it all the way up.
It's on speaker?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe it'll get loud when he picks up.
Yes, whoever could it be?
Hello?
Rapesh?
What? Is this Gotti?
Yes, it's so funny you called because I'm holding the phone with my foot right now, tell Garrett.
Hello, this is Gateway Computer Customer Service. This is Gary Biscayne I am talking to, yes?
This is the Gary Biscayne, yes?
I do having special message from your account. Accounts payable to you to tell you.
As long as I have you on the phone before that, I'm having a real problem with your shitting sand.
I'm no longer in that business. I don't do podcasts anymore. I don't doing podcast. I don't have the shitting sand. We don't do advertisement. Okay. I have a little thing I'm working on. I just have this little thing that I'm doing work on. I have we call it my little stink, my stink cast. So I got this little stink I'm working on, but I don't do podcasts anymore.
Without connect, there is no stink. Without stink, there is no stink cast. I got you.
Yes. So I'm just doing side jobbing.
I'm grilling with Garrett. How long you want to do this, buddy?
I'm doing job on side, which is back on my old grind, Gateway Computer Customer Service. And you have old message that I have to read to you because it is a pressing matter. You have your accounts payable.
Whatever could that message be?
You are gay. There you go.
There you go, chilling.
Bob, fan of Patrice.
What's up?
For the good guys, Gino is gay.
Yes.
Sydney Shaw with the Shaw, the bang, $2 for a new car. Give me a ride to Niggly's Field?
Niggly's Field, maybe?
Gotta be. You got it. I'll throw that $2 in the new car and I'll take you right to Niggly's Field. Gino tried to kill Anthony with alcohol. Is the name of the person who sent us $2 to say China coming for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly, they're fucking with all my stuff. My little webcam's gonna catch fire next. Jabroni. Women fart into their sleep because they hold them in all day, and mechanics get all rapey when Steve walks in.
No, but you're like you're not a car guy, but you know car, like, you know, if a mechanic tries to screw you over, you would at least have some sort of an idea, right?
No.
Oh.
You couldn't get me with a blinker fluid or a stupid thing like that. But if I went to a mechanic and he told me, oh yeah, we got to replace the whole engine block and the mount, the engine mounts and this control arm, because this is the things I have been tagged for. And I'm like, I think it's, but then again, I do leave and the car's not making the noise it was making anymore. So I'm like, okay, they did fix it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I needed all of this shit fixed. Maybe that was where the lie was, but they fixed the problem. I'd go in with the thing is, when you go to a mechanic, you need to know exactly what you're going in for. And the second you drive out of there, you need to be looking for the exact problem that you brought it in for.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they literally just won't fix it. And they'll tell you, like, they'll fix something.
They'll make it work.
And then you get halfway down the block and your car's making this grinding noise again. You're like, okay, that wasn't it. First of all, I just paid, like, fuck you. So I could be tricked in that, like, I don't know parts of cars, and they could just make something up and be like, we have to fix this. And I would be like, if that's what you think, I fully support your decision to do that to my car. And then if I again, if I leave, this could have happened the last time when I threw $2,500 at this fucking car. Maybe the repair really cost $300, but they were like, we can get it for this, this too.
Yeah.
And then they got me because I'm like, okay, I just want my baby back on the road and in working conditions. So, yeah, I am absolutely just a nice puckered asshole walking into a mechanic shop, ass in the air, just ready for whoever wants to give it to me. And yeah, they do hold them in all day. It's 100% true.
Yep.
And then they let them out and ruin our lives with them. The Grandpa Network.
Ah.
I farted and shit my pants today. Spam call. Well, Grandpa, I did that not that long ago.
True. And you're not a grandpa.
Oh, here we go. Go for Gina.
Hey, good night. This is Johnny from Locksmith Service.
From who?
Locksmith Service, sir.
Locksmith?
Oh, how's it going?
Just going fine. Thank you for asking. I had a technician assist you to unlock your car. I'm calling to verify how services went.
Yes, sir. You're talking about last night or on Saturday, rather?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the car was unlocked.
I'm happy to hear that, sir. Can you confirm how much you paid for the service?
I paid a lot. I don't know how much it was supposed to cost, but I paid around $229.
$229. Okay, then, sir. Thank you for confirming. We're speaking with Steven, right?
That's me.
Okay, Steven. Thank you for confirming, sir. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of the night, sir.
You too. Why didn't you call back when I hung up? Oh, he hung up on me.
I thought it was a prank.
So did I. I thought someone was, because they called twice after I fucking hung up on it. And yeah, that was weird. And then he's just like, no, for real. Like, how much did you pay? Because like I said, the locksmith patched me in, or the locksmith service patched me into an actual locksmith.
Yeah.
So, that's interesting.
Maybe they're seeing if they're gouging you or something. Possibly.
I mean, the thing is, they can.
Yeah.
When you call them to your house at 10 o'clock at night, what are you going to do? Be like, well, I'm not paying the $200. I'll just stand here and not get into my car. Like, especially if we were like locked out of the house too. Like, what if everyone left?
Yeah.
And we were just sitting outside of some place with no way to get into the car. You gotta. I'm surprised he didn't go like, yeah, it's gonna be $2,000. Because I would just be like, you take my credit card.
Imagine you did it and then it didn't start after that.
I would have called the credit card company and I would have been like, that was fraud. That was total fraud. My car is clearly not working. I can prove to you the car's not working. Nobody got me into this thing. Yeah. Oh. Well, Grandpa Network.
Good luck with that.
I hope you kept the underwear and you hang them upon your wall. Show all your grandkids. Pulperati, $2 for chafed thigh cream. That's for what? Walking through Disney?
I guess so.
Nick 2, due to that like button, what Chris Benoit did to his family.
Yeah, choke that like button out.
Choke that like button to death. Put that like button in a Bowflex machine, put all the weight on, and then fucking let go to that like button.
Is that Monopoly weed over there?
Oh yeah. I didn't show you that.
Maybe.
I bought weed from a deal a while ago, and nothing to do with me, but the bag that the weed came in was a Monopoly guy with bags of weed instead of money. Yeah. And it was, serendipitous. Because I just, I asked for weed. Now that I'm not going
you didn't even pick that bag out?
No. No. Because I'm not buying weed in the city anymore because we don't work there, so I don't go there. I had to call my old dealer, my old Staten Island guy, and I asked him for some weed. This was, when I bought a bunch because I'm like, I bought an ounce, and I'm like, I'm gonna hunker down with this while I have no money, and just hopefully, this is still the first bag, and I bought this over a month ago.
And you got 8 more or 7 more?
4 more, 3 more. It's a quarter.
Oh, that's a quarter?
Yeah.
So you got 3 more. Okay.
But yeah, he brought the Monopoly weed bags, And I didn't even mention anything to him, but I was like, in my head, I'm like, you have no idea how much of a fag I am with this fucking game. But yeah, so we're in the money. It's a good sign, right?
Nice, yeah.
It's so stupid. Anywho, shout out Chris Benoit. Pulper80, Disney cloned 3 new E-Rocks.
It's not funny, guys.
Yeah, don't make jokes like that. That is so fucked up.
E-Rock will be on tomorrow, so tune in.
There you go. There's the announcement. We're having guests all week, and except for today, obviously. The guest was our board.
You guys were our guests.
You guys were our guests, but all week tomorrow, starting with Mr. Rock, and we're gonna ask him. So, how do you like being fired? Maybe he's got some secret side deal worked out.
I got a lot I want to talk to him about. Like, I want to know what the new snacks are 2024. The No Man's Sky got a new update yesterday. He's a big No Man's Sky guy, so I want to get his opinion on that.
I also want to ask him about snacks.
Yeah.
And snacks.
Yeah, because I'm so interested on all the new shit he gets. Yeah.
I've been eating a lot of snacks, but to curb me being unemployed and gaining 500 extra pounds, I've just stopped ordering any snacks for our grocery order. And I'm trying to just, because dude, I'm not fucking, I don't have money pouring in. I can't just be spending money on fucking Oreos. And at night, after I have a few weeds, it's like a weird fucking torture I've set myself up for, because for years, every day I fucking smoke a little weed, I come home, I eat some chips or whatever, and now I just sit there and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm sitting here, I might as well have a snack, and I go in the cabinet, and there's nothing. Last night I had nuts as a snack, fucking this like trail mix shit with walnuts and almonds and fucking peanuts,
dry nuts.
And it was supposed to be a mix that had like fruits in it too. But I guess the first time I opened up the bag, I cleared out all the fucking fruits, because last night all I had was nuts, and they were the driest nuts on the face of the earth, and they were flavorless, completely just a health snack.
Who likes walnuts?
I don't know.
I
think they're okay. I don't dislike walnuts.
Like in a salad or something, they're all right.
They're good in stuff. I cannot fucking imagine. It's like eating wood.
Yeah.
It's just this flavorless bullshit. I cannot imagine sitting there eating a bag of walnuts.
In my grocery store, they have walnut ice pops.
What?
It was like a Mexican brand or something, but it was, walnut flavored.
It's disgusting.
Disgusting. Who would buy that?
Yuck.
And I bought a bag of chips, and maybe people are aware of this already, but like, they're half the size of a normal bag of chips now. It's almost like you're buying the bigger than 25-cent bag of chips kind of thing. It's like they're not a full bag of chips, but they're not.
And they're over $1.
Yeah, this was like $2.50 on sale.
$2.50, and you're getting less chips than we used to get in a 25-cent bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking Biden. Hopefully he dies soon, right? Or maybe he's dead. I didn't have Cap in the Rack ready. I wanted to get that geared up. I was listening, but
yeah, I went through the whole bag last night. Usually I can't get through a full bag of potato chips, but this one was easy. I was like,
oh, they're like half bags now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought, I just haven't bought chips in a while, I guess. But yeah, it was disappointing.
What are we gonna do? Snacks are getting ever more
smaller and smaller,
harder to come by.
How will we get fat?
I'm gonna have to start selling myself for snacks. Because I can't just stop eating. What am I gonna do? Adopt some sort of healthy lifestyle where I have my main meals and then like a fucking power bar. I'd rather
Power
chew
bars
on this until it kills me.
Power bars are just Snickers bars anyway.
They are not that healthy.
No,
they're sugar.
Uh-huh.
Big piles of fucking dense sugar.
Yeah.
And fats and they're shit.
It's shitty sugar like molasses and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's kind of sweet, but I don't really enjoy it. But I guess it's healthy because I'm not enjoying it as much.
It's tasty though.
Yeah.
Back to Pulper for Garrett to miss the ferry.
That's true.
All right. Well,
I can't even get a ride to the ferry.
I have no car. Fuck me. An Uber would be cheap.
Yeah.
Because the bus is going to be God knows what.
Yeah, who knows when it shows up.
So an Uber it'll be cheap and quick too. Did you pay for the bus today?
I just walked right in. It was like the bus pulled up as a line was waiting, and they opened the door, and people were getting in the back, people were getting in the front, and just all walking by. Except one guy in front of me was like, bloop, and I just walked past him.
It's always the guy right in front of you, just to make you feel like a fucking bum. Well, anywho, hopefully the MTA bus police track you down and put you in your fucking place. You're gonna be in cuffs soon. Don't worry about it, mister. Derek of Rivia, 111 of the Lewis clip on your channel. G bombs a story.
I know. I think about that too.
Remember the time we waited for the train and you went to go get cigs? That was crazy. Hashtag Bill Jiden. I remember that.
Yeah, me too.
I remember you were telling the story, and at the end, I was like,
"What?"
Because
he didn't like. Because I brought it up, and then I didn't want to say like he didn't. He like didn't want to hang out with me or something. So he was like, he didn't want to wait for the train for 10 minutes with me. So he was like, I'm gonna go up to this store, and we were like, I was like, it looks pretty far away. I don't know if you can make it. And he's like, oh, I'm going anyway. And I was like, all right. But then like, I don't know. I got into the store and I was like, I don't want to get into this whole dumb thing.
Why?
Anyway.
That's the most important detail. That would have been the thing to bring up. Like, yeah, remember when you went to the store and absolutely wanted to get away from me? So you just walked away, and I was like, hey, you know the train, it's going to be here in 10 minutes. That store is not, you're not going to be making, and he just was like, yeah, I know. I know I won't be back here to be on the train with you. I'm aware.
Like, I was kind of hoping he would say something about it, and then we could, but like, he was just like, yeah. And I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even think you remembered.
No, me either. That's why it was like, oh, he doesn't even really remember. I don't want to bring this up or whatever.
When you were telling the story, I was like, that's the craziest thing that happened when you were doing Legion of Skanks at Compound. You were doing an N-word adjacent show at the N-word network. The craziest thing that happened was you guys were waiting for a train and Lewis went to the deli. I was like, there's got to be some part of the story. I was thinking, like, there's got to be some part of the story that he's just not talking about. That, I thought, like, maybe Lewis, like, started strangling a woman in the middle of the fucking street halfway to the deli, and you saw it, and you were just bringing it up, like, hey, remember when you walked to the deli and raped a lady and thought I couldn't see you because you were in the dark?
Why do other people have to notice it too? Like, I've run it through my head 7 times, me saying this stupid story, but I'm like, maybe, you know, it was a big day. No one remembers it.
Yeah, it was a big day. It was the day we were
giving
our
Derek
sad.
Remembers it 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, brings it up.
I almost want to watch it.
No.
Are you sure? You sure we can?
Yeah, it's I deleted it off our YouTube channel.
Because it was
the second I said it, I was like,
and to be fair, it's not like I had some fucking story where I was like, oh, like, Garrett, I'm gonna blow you up with my story. Lewis doesn't even know who the fuck I am. But I just remember
me too.
Slowly turn my head like,
I know.
What was that story?
It's one of those things in life where 30 years from now it'll hit you again, you know, where it's just like those conversations that you have that you think no one else remembers and it's just you, and it's like, whatever, no one. But nope, Derek remembers too, and now he time stamped it.
It's permanently memorable. Remember that time you went to the store And you like,
Yeah.
oh God, that's good stuff. I like that.
Know, thanks. Thanks a lot, Derek.
Let's change topics. Super sticker. Thank you, Paul Brady, for the super sticker. Justin, busted just taking calls.
No, I'm sorry.
On Do Not Disturb.
It is. Got a bunch of text.
Read some text.
Why does no one ever talk about how good looking Steve is?
Yeah, why does no one ever talk about how good looking I am? I'm goddamn. Look at me.
I'm an animal control officer, and the mother and daughter had a bat in their home and chose to get rabies shots to the tune of $52,000.
What?
He's an animal control officer. Mom and daughter had a bat in their home and chose to get rabies shots. Like, they didn't even get bit. They just chose to get, I guess. I don't know. That's what he's wrote.
And it $250,000? $52,000. $52,000. That's a lot of.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking claims.
Someone's asking any way to send money without super chats. I'd rather give you the most in return.
I guess. Yeah. You know what? That's what we should do, because the fucking super chat thing is just ass rape. You guys pay me back with nonstop ass rape, driving goddamn people to you. So how about I have a PayPal? You can just send me money, and I'll tell Garrett I didn't make any. Or I don't know if we could open up a new pay. Can we do like a joint PayPal thing? Is that a?
I guess so, on our email.
If not, let's see. Not now. Request. What's my thing? Yeah, I don't know. How do you tell? Like, what's your PayPal? I just have a QR code.
Yeah.
Info. Get paid. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. At Steven-Conti-4 on Venmo. At Steven-Conti-4. And if just to fucking super duper chat, it'll get read. How about that's what we'll do? Instead, we'll get to the super chats when we get to them, like we did tonight. But if you send us a Venmo or PayPal, it's like an instant. You can literally interrupt the fucking show and send us off the rails with some cash. We're a pro money podcast. So, yeah, fuck it. Thank you guys for wanting to pay. It means a lot. But I hate fucking begging for money. It's so fucking pathetic.
I know.
Anywho,
send us super chats.
Derek Rivia is back. Hilarious. Glad I brought that up. I love you guys. Oh, I love you, Derek.
No, not so much.
And back to Pulper before we put this one in a body bag. E-Rock is a fine gentleman and well received in public. In addition, he's also good at radio stuff.
True. Very good at radio stuff.
Find the lie. I can't. No lie. All right. I have 4 caps.
Holy shit.
Faux cap.
When did you sneak 2 extra beers in?
I drank a whole bunch of beer because, it was funny. On Saturday, I was thinking I could use some beer on Monday because I've just about had it.
I'm at my breaking point.
I'm at my breaking point. I'm going to wait a couple days and drink 4 fucking beers. And that'll fix everything. But anyway, folks, it's time. Cap in the rag.
You're going to go first.
I'm going to have to go first, second, third, and fourth. Let me do a little. Oh, you know what? I didn't even set up the camera for the fucking cap in the rack. Let's see where it lands. Boom!
Oh!
Just about there. Just about where we need it. Doggy. All right. Here I go. I just feel like if I can make this cap into this rack, everything's gonna start turning around.
That's true.
Everything's gonna start coming up Steve House.
You've missed like pretty much all last week, and so it's bad karma.
I've missed everything important, and now it's time to turn it all around. Have some cake in the way. Top shelf.
Oh, yes! Man, that landed right on the front edge of the second tier and just didn't stick. That was a pretty good shot.
Did not stick. It, quite honestly, it was pretty pathetic. I aimed for the top tier and I missed. I hit the fucking middle. Anyway, you're up.
Oh, God! It hit the top twice.
You bounced off a couple spices.
Man, that was close.
A little spice bounce. All right. Get my fucking head in the game.
Come on, you need this.
Jesus, I don't need you to feed my family. I don't need you to get me back on the road. I don't need much.
I feel like you're not kissing your cat as much as you did at Compound.
I also just reset the goddamn camera. So I'm gonna have to fucking. There's my son's high chair. There's my fruits. And now I gotta put this back over here. I'm in a rut. I need some kind of rut breaker.
Yeah. Slump buster.
I'm slumping, rutting, and shitting. Thank God for snacks. Anyway.
That you don't have.
I don't even have any more. I'm out of snacks. Please, King of Beers, show me the light.
Told ya! Told ya!
Oh, I'm back, baby.
You're back. Wow.
I'm back and I'm black.
Swish.
That was
It didn't even bounce up or anything. It just,
insta kill.
Yeah.
That was just
Uh.
I earned it.
That kiss. That's all you needed.
So you got one left?
Yeah.
Let me do two.
You're gonna do two at a time or two in a row?
Just this one.
Okay.
Come on now.
Oh, fuck. All right, I don't know if I made one, I think, this whole time.
Try to make two.
Not that you're the right person to complain to, but it's definitely a lot harder from this. Like I can't get it. My elbow has to be all weird to get a throw in motion, but yeah.
I'm sorry that's happening to you. Oh man.
God, off.
You went all side saddle on the fucking rack. That ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna work. No, it is gonna work.
I saw something that's sticking out. I thought there was a cat stuck
Oh,
behind.
you thought
the wood.
I was cheating? The cap knockers? No, there's no cap knockers.
What's up, Edie?
Edie girl. Here we go. Mwah. Cap in the rack.
Whoa!
God, it fucking got stuck and spun on the middle rack.
Spun on the middle like a quarter that you'd flick, and then just spun right off.
So close.
But you made one. Slumps over.
Yep.
Kinda 1 to
Totally.
4.
Slump's totally over. Everything's going great. And that is all the time we have for today.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you for Monday streaming with us. This one's the freebie. So you could be watching this years from now.
Share it with your friends. You have some friends that like to sit around and play video games and do nothing. Share it with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some new fans.
Show all your friends.
Please.
All of them. Every time you go anywhere or do anything, you go to a barbecue, you go to work, you go to your kid's school, you're talking to your child's teacher, just be like, oh yeah, whatever about his grades. I don't really care. It's the summer.
This podcast? Yeah.
I watched this podcast. These two guys, they drink, talk about mostly nonsense, references you'll not understand to people you don't know from something called Compound Media, where they just said the N-word and talked about black stuff. But there's a part where they shoot bottle caps into a spice rack in this guy's apartment. If you don't watch this, I don't really know what to tell you.
I feel like it's a hard sell, but
it's a very easy sell.
It is, right? Your friends are like-minded. Share it with them. They'll maybe enjoy it.
Yeah. Tell them we Yeah, we go from bar to bar just asking, are there any Jews? Oh, wait, no, that's Stansel's podcast. Damn it. I always forget. We're not doing that. Gotta have Stansel on soon. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, we got to figure out why he got kicked out of the casino.
I missed that Jew seeker. Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that. He probably sexually assaulted a dealer. Or like all the comments said, there were Jews in there. And it finally came to a head. They asked him why he was asking. And he's like, I just want to know. Just keeping track.
Just curious.
Just keeping track. All right.
Cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow live with a very special guest. My girl lollipop. Dun, 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 dun. She makes my heart go. End the stream. Bop, 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 bop. You are as sweet as candy.